Hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight's session of Emoris. As always, before we begin tonight's game, couple quick announcements. First of all, Felis isn't here this week, which is a shame. We had Esprit missing the first session of the cakery, and now we've got Felis missing on the last one, which is sad. But he should be back here next week, next Monday, and he'll kick some more butt as Izzy then. So no sweat for him, I assume. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Apart from that. Follow us on the socials. That's Twitter, Twitch, Discord, YouTube, Patreon, and Instagram. And also check out Lost Song of Fandelver. That's every Sunday at 7:30 EST. And Rhyme of the Frost Maiden, which, if I'm not mistaken, is coming back this Wednesday.
Yes.
Yes.
Which is awesome. And if you missed last week's game of Rhyme, then you should go check it out because it is I guess an in-between game is what we'd call it. It's like what was it, 7.5?
14.5.
14.5. I halved it. That was like a side quest with Axel and a bunch of his Goliath tribe members and friends. And it was fun. So go check that out. But apart from that, there's not really much else that we have to say here for announcements. So is everyone ready to jump into tonight's game?
Hell yeah.
Let's get it.
Wunderbar. So previously on Emoris, the Silver Goats had traveled to the cakery, and you had begun to traverse through it, dealing with the demented challenges of Master Greyvile as they came to you. And with each challenge came a combatant in the form of a different type of devil. And after killing each one and clearing the room, investigating it, you gained a new brass disc with scratchings born upon the surface of it. In your final challenge, you chose not to fight against Agatha and instead to hide her from Greyvile so that she may assist you with information later, but went through with his challenge anyway and discovered that the fourth disc was embedded into the stomach of one of the slaves that was attached to Thyra. So choosing to let Cull out and become overtaken for the first time, Thyra, you removed the disc, and now you find yourselves with 4 out of 5 of the pieces of the final lock, and one last challenge ahead of you. And that is where we left off. So, as you recover the disc, Thyra, and your slave begins to settle. She's a little hurt, but she's fine. You know, she's alive, and it probably would have been a lot worse if the disc would have stayed in there. Pulling it back out, and you can set it with the rest of them. You see Greyvile looking back to you all, still kind of with that wide, sort of mangy, yet kind of pearly white grin that he has. Sort of looks at the rest of you and says, "Well, you know where the last challenge is. I'll meet you there." And he just begins to walk back and fade out of the back wall of this chamber. And you guys are sort of left there. Kind of like this lull of noise and information for a while, and taking in the fact that you're almost through it, but it doesn't seem to be getting any easier to deal with. What would you like to do?
This whole situation can go to hell.
Oh, they will be. Free is gonna go to the fireplace and yell at Agatha to get back down here.
Okay. How loud are you yelling?
I don't know. Average enough to, like, hopefully be heard from her. I don't know. Don't have a number.
Interesting. I'm gonna roll for it.
I fucking knew it.
No, that's not what you think it is. Yeah, you're a little lower. Yeah, Agatha begins to climb back down the chimney, and some of the soot begins to spray out of the bottom of it.
No, Equa, that was what I thought it was, because you said he. That was exactly what I thought it was.
Okay, fair enough. She begins to like crawl outwards, unaffected by the fire within, and sort of dusting the soot off of her armor. She turns to the back. So, I heard what was happening. Terrible business.
Can you get these off of us safely?
Sort of begins to walk up to the nearest person, which is probably Izzy at this point. And she goes and finds the halfling woman who's attached to her, begins to sort of lift up the wrist and examine the collar, or the bracelet that's on it. I wasn't the one who made these, and so they're not within my power to deal with. The Ice Devil, is he dead?
Yeah.
Well, that's your first lead. If you were to retain back into the collar factory, you might be able to find something there. Try to keep it down so that Greyval doesn't hear in future if you're going to call me.
All right. Question 2. Can you make yourself look like anyone?
No, we have specific forms for us. That's why you see Greyval never changes.
Yeah. Damn it. She's gonna look through her bag for this book of demonology she's had since they went to past the Torn, I believe.
Sure. Yeah. Good throwback.
And she's going to see if there's an image or description of that demon prince, Grazit.
Okay.
Blah, blah.
Oh, I like this. Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
Can I help her? Can I assist? Just kind of
How are you
flipping
going to
through.
assist?
I'm gonna kind of be speed reading over her shoulder, kind of skimming the pages, seeing if I can figure out if I see anything as well.
I'll give you a D4 on that, but I won't give you advantage because there's not really much you can do in the way of helping.
That's fine. Still something.
Yeah, that's still something.
And you said a D4?
A D4.
16.
16 is pretty good. Yeah, it actually worked out better for you. You begin flicking through, and there are depictions of a lot of the lords or rulers of different levels of hell. And that's initially why you start your search, and you find that Graz isn't one of the rulers, more so than a figure of nobility there. And flicking through, you do eventually come to a brief description of him. He's kind of like this very physically striking individual, very toned and muscular and attractive. And there's no color in this book, but it's darker skin, and you know that devils can have any range of skin color from across the spectrum. So it's difficult to tell exactly what shade it is, but it's shaded in to be somewhat dark. Gentle horns, doesn't appear to be wearing very much clothing, and kind of like tall and imposing, stoic. You get an idea of his physical description. And reading a little bit about him, you see his particular domain is very much intertwined with the notion of lust.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much his shit. And if there's anything specific you want to ask about that, I'll answer it. But yeah.
Okay. That should be enough to send him a message about, them returning. She'll close the book and put it back in her bag.
Sure.
I can't wait to rub this in Greyval's face. Oh boy. Okay, but we need these off. I am not letting these people get hurt. That was enough.
Yeah. Let's go back to the collar room.
See what we can find.
Right.
All right.
Well, I'm glad that we started to repair our relationship, Scarlet, but I must be off now.
It's free. If you call me the wrong name again, I'll send you right back to Grazit and Hell too.
Right. Sorry, free. Yes. Anyway, goodbye. And she begins to scurry back under the fireplace and begins making her way up the chimney. You see little bits of soot fall from behind her.
For now. And she leaves to go find the color room again.
Yeah, great. So, drag you guys back over to...
So many page changes. I'm sorry.
No, that page was supposed to be on last week. I just forgot about it.
We were all a little distracted. It's okay.
Yeah. So you know exactly where the color factory is, because you've been here now. So it's straight down into the punishment room and then to the right. And you do get there unimpeded by anything. As you walk through the halls, there is no other sign of people here. Even the sounds in the courting rooms are pretty much gone. You get the sense that, at the very least, all of the patrons have probably been forced to leave. And you make your way down the stairs in that sort of low-lit, dark stone interior. Find your way moving in the right to the color factory, and you find yourself there again.
All right. We need to find anything that'll tell us how to get these off. Hopefully without just using it to spell magic, because I'm already running low on spells.
Equa, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Because I wasn't here the first week.
Mm-hmm.
Did we have a timer given to us before, we had issues with things?
There was a verbal timer. There was no specific time set.
Yeah.
Okay.
He basically just said to you, do it as quick as you can, and if you wait too long, you're going to have to fight a Baylor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We're an hour and however long in, so we're not sure how much time we have left.
Yeah, it was.
He just
it was
wasn't
very
here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fair.
Alright. I'm just gonna start ripping things apart, searching for something.
Yeah, I'll start looking for things too with icy fingers.
I will ask Thaya for help so that I'm not searching alone. And since she has to be within 10 feet of me, it makes sense.
I'll look for whatever as well. I don't know exactly what I'm looking for, but I'll look to see if I can find something that might be helpful.
Sure. So, what we're basically doing here is a group investigation check. And since there are pretty much, I don't know the specifics, I think there are, 12 of you here, we're going to take the average. So everyone go ahead and roll investigation, and I'll just roll a couple numbers for everyone else.
I'm going to give myself guidance, because fuck it.
Sure.
Sorry in advance.
Okay, the slaves will
What is
roll
this, investigation?
really well. Yeah.
I didn't roll that bad, actually.
I got an 18 thanks to my guidance.
Great. And someone
11.
can roll for Izzy as well if you want to.
Oh, you did better than
Oh, I
did.
have his sheet open. 1 second. She got a 1. It says free, but that's her. It's the only character names I have.
Sure. So, the slaves only rolled 2 times below 10, so that really bumps your score up a lot. So you're looking at an average of about 14, 15, which I would say, considering there are 12 of you, is pretty much enough. Yeah, all of the texts here are written in Infernal, or another language that you have seen before but cannot read. It was the language of the illusory script on the contract.
The
That
Abyssal?
belonged to Shani's, which is Abyssal. None of the slaves can read Abyssal. One of them can read Infernal, and I think one belongs to you, Thara.
I also
Check that.
believe Thaya can. But she's
Common and
attached to me who can
Infernal.
read it already.
Yeah, I have one who can read Infernal. Ruth, the old lady.
Great. So she's a little out of it. You kind of have to carry her a ways because she's just had surgery performed on her. but she's conscious enough to be of some help. And you guys do comb through a number of books, and you find one that was written about the specific workings of the collars and the parts that make up them. And you begin to flick through, and it's mostly just like a notebook full of scrawlings. And as you go forwards, you see the development of new technology, ones that can be linked between slave and owner, and sort of the details on what they can do and how they work. Because of this, you, Free, begin to understand that Gravar was right when he said that if you remove the collar or remove the bracelet or you deactivate the bracelet, then the slave dies. He was right when he said that. But there is an unlock condition where you have to remove both at the same time. And in doing so, the magic doesn't cause any harm at all. Because you passed the check as well. You also gather, comparing it to your own bracelet, where the slit would be for you to start unlocking the mechanism, and you compare it to the one on Luna's wrist as well, and you begin to piece together how it works. You could, in theory, do this with thieves' tools. If anyone has Tinker's tools, they can do that as well. Or if Wade were to twin spell Dispel Magic, that would also work.
Okay, so I have a question on how the thieves' tools would work.
Okay.
Would we have to have two sets since we have to unlock them both, since we have to take them off at the same time, or could I just unlock one, then unlock the other, and then on 3 actually pull them apart to release them?
You can use one set of thieves' tools. You would have to cooperate with another person in order to get it right on both of them at the same time, and you would have to, coordinate your last unlock to be at the same time. But you could, in theory, do it.
Who has the highest dex besides me?
I've got 16.
It's higher than what I have.
14.
What about Izzy?
Also 14.
Oh, I guess me.
If it's sleight of hand, I have a +6.
It is sleight of hand. No, wait, no, it's dex plus proficiency. It's not sleight of hand.
Okay.
Right?
It's only proficiency if you're proficient with thieves' tools.
Yeah. So it'd just be
Unfortunately,
straight dex.
no. So Wade and Alekia.
Alright, you down to give it a shot?
Yeah. Can you give me some pointers?
Well, you're trying to basically feel out where the there's going to be little nooks or little nicks in the locking part, and you're trying to push those up and jam them upwards as you're going in. So you're kind of forcing the lock to behave the way you want it to. I can't really give other tips than that.
Okay.
Because it's just kind of come natural to me over the years. But I'll put my hand on his shoulder and be like, I know you can do it though, and I'll give him guidance because that's all I can do.
That's what I needed.
So, because Alekian is instructing you, Wade, you get advantage and guidance. Alekian, you're a straight roll, and I'm going to take the average of the two, and that will depend on your guys' coordination to unlock it.
Right.
Okay, so I'm essentially rolling Dex plus proficiency.
You're rolling. No,
I don't have
rolling,
proficiency.
not
Just rolling
proficient.
Dex.
Yeah.
Right.
A dex
Dex
check
and
and then
then
a
a
d4.
Cool.
And who are you guys doing it on first?
I'd say probably Free and
Daya,
hers.
are you
Daya,
okay with
yeah.
trying this out?
You see, she's still not quite making eye contact with you. And this whole thing, she's kind of just been minding herself a little bit. And for the first time, she looks up and makes eye contact with you, Alakian, and sort of just gives a nod. Yeah, okay. And holds out the wrist.
I trust both of you.
3.
It'll be all right.
A little nervous.
You got this, Wade. I believe in you. Right. Here goes nothing.
All you guys.
Hey, a 19 plus 1d4. 2.
I got an 11.
21.
21 and 11. Yeah, great. So, average combined, that's pretty easy average to work out. I'm going to give you... It's 15.5, so I'll give you a 16. I'll round up for this one. You guys begin to fiddle around with the locks and begin to pull up the pins, and you, Wade, are finding yourself kind of getting it a little easier than you thought, especially with Alakian's instructing you, and when you fiddle around with the lockpick, you kind of feel like a cold touch just gently nudge your hand a little bit and begin to pull the pin upwards a little bit more than you're expecting. To the point where you get it a little quicker than Alakian thought. And you see the bracelet kind of begin to glow a little bit and get a little bit warmer on Free's arm. And then Alakian, you look over and you, oh shit, you pop the last pin. And then all of a sudden, Free's collar begins to cold again, and they onto the ground.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's exhilarating. Lakin, I know. You know, I get it now. I do.
It's down the draw of this, I suppose.
Who's next?
All right, Equa, I have a question, though.
Yes.
How are we going to do that for the people that have 2 slaves?
You do it one collar, so it's one of them. I'll put it this way. So Thyra has 2, so she has a bracelet on each arm. So you would do the one linked to the one, and then you do the other.
Cool.
I won't make you do checks for all of them, but I'll make you do one more to see if you guys have it down, and then afterwards it's just repetition.
All right.
So who do you want to do next?
We've only got one more that's just 1, so I guess we'll just do Wade and his then. That way we've got the singular ones out of the way.
Sure. So you guys can do it again, same rolls. And Wade, you still get advantage.
I'll give him guidance again as we're going
Sure.
through. Jesus Christ!
Oh,
All right,
21.
that's a 12.
21 and 12.
4 plus 3.
Yeah, it's better. It's better than it was the first time. Wade, you're starting to think that maybe you should be a rogue at this point.
Yeah.
Like you at this point, you start popping the locks on your own collar, and you have to sit and wait and watch Alakian, and you're like, "Oh no, you should do it this way." And you're instructing him now instead of the other way around. And it takes but a moment before your bracelet also pops off, and you guys can go start working around the rest of them as well.
Guess I should start charging for these services. I'm such a good teacher.
You know, things have always come naturally to me. But yeah, you're a good teacher.
Oh, thanks, Wade.
Wade, you see friend walk up to you and give you like a hug on the leg and goes, "Thank you, master. Oh, great and powerful, very strong master who's very good at lockpicking."
Friend is the goblin, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
It makes so much sense.
You see the bracelets, right? That's off now. You're free. You're no slave to no one.
That's free.
Okay.
That's free.
Whatever you say, master, I'll do.
I want you to go live your life exactly how you want to live it.
I'd like to stay with you then.
Oh, God.
I knew that was coming.
Okay. Next up.
Yeah, you guys go around and start popping bracelets, and it takes only a little time before they start falling off, and you guys are essentially free.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, we're all free now? but like, how does that work? Like, does Chem control us now?
Free 1, free 2?
Yep.
Okay. Can I be
I
free
could
3?
resist.
Yeah, you guys can pick your order. That's fine.
I'm Free Willy, so.
Oh boy.
Equa's like, I don't know what to do with this
So,
information.
so freeing the slaves. What do you want to do now?
Do you think we should gather them with the people from the cells, perhaps? So they can keep each other safe until we get rid of Grey Vial and the contracts?
I think so.
Well, not get rid of the contracts. I want to match them up to see who's here and who's missing. You know.
Yeah.
But
That would be the best idea.
We can probably head back to the cell room, and I can probably figure out where they might have hid if they're not just there. If you want to do that real quick, we can.
yeah. I mean, it sounds quieter, so if the patrons are gone, then the common room will be empty. If it's just Grey Vial and Kirstacy, I left anyway.
Right. Let's go then.
So, you guys are going back up to the Devil Copper room?
We're heading to where the cages were to see if I could figure out where Bree and the crew might have went.
Okay. Yeah, you pop your head in there, and those cages are vacant.
Okay.
All right.
Do I see any place that might be an obvious hiding place within a close distance to where we are?
Make a perception check for me.
Okay. 23.
23. Yeah. There are a ton of different hiding places, and you go ahead and look around them and start investigating. Bree is nowhere to be seen currently. She said that she would still be around. But you knowing her, you know that she often has her own motives.
Mm-hmm.
And her first one was probably to get that Dragonborn somewhere that was a little safer.
Okay.
All right. Then, Free again, we'll turn to Thaya. Can you bring everyone somewhere safe for now? Until we get done with everything.
Back to bedrooms.
All right. Thank you.
He sort of nods and stands there and begins to turn to the rest of them, and you get the sense she's trying to find something to say, but doesn't quite get the words out. And then you see the dwarf guy that Izzy was attached to says, "Okay, so we're going to," and she goes, to the bedrooms. To the bedrooms, let's go. And he starts taking them all away. And she will be there when you guys finish everything up.
Yep. Sounds good.
Hey, Free.
Uh-huh.
Who was that? You seem like you knew her.
Right. Do you remember when we were, I believe, at Thyra's? And we were talking about past relationships?
Yeah.
She's the one I had here. That the masters broke up and snatched me out of this nonsense, and then I made my escape.
Oh.
But maybe talk later.
Yeah. Yeah, we
yeah.
can talk later. You got the good taste, 2 for 2.
She's just gonna walk. She's just, nope, not having this conversation.
Cole's gonna come up behind
Damn it.
Wade. She has a thing for the TH.
Oh my god.
The green one wanted you to know.
Just wanted me for my name. I'm just kidding.
Maybe Thai is the third sibling of this particular family, and it's just all related. It's all
100%.
connected to each other.
Definitely.
Well, racist? I mean, it seems like Tharden gets around, so...
Yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
but Thaya's not half elf. Thaya's full drow.
You know, magic works in mysterious ways, is all I'll say. So anyway, you guys begin walking back up, and what direction are you headed in?
Yes.
I see him back through this door because the music room is right back here, I believe.
Didn't we see something in the office though?
We need the last bronze plate.
Yeah, we need the last key to open it.
Didn't we get that or no?
No,
Nope.
we have one more.
Okay.
So heading up here, Reed, you know these rooms, you know what they are, and they are each through the top doors training rooms for different aspects of courtesanship to be trained with, music, speech, cooking, things like that. You know which one the music room is. It's the middle one.
Mm-hmm.
And as you begin to walk up through the corridors and begin to come to the door is closed, but from the inside you can kind of hear this faint buzzing sound.
Oh, please don't tell me he's a giant bug. I hate bugs. I guess we go in.
And you eat bugs.
Before we go in, I want to just bring up again. Maybe we should stop and think before the next game, whether we want to partake in it or not, in any viable
other options.
options, yeah.
I panicked last time and I wasn't thinking straight.
No, it's okay. We're all gonna get through this. I just don't want anybody else to get hurt. So,
Alright. Is it unlocked?
Door is unlocked. You go ahead and hold your hand up to the knob and you turn it and you push it open. And from inside, that sound of buzzing becomes almost deafening.
Ugh.
It is so loud as you look inwards, you see nothing but swarms upon swarms of, small flying cockroaches
Ugh.
that seem to just go to the point where there is barely any visibility. You can see about 5 feet ahead of you before it becomes nothing but blackness. And they stop at the doorway, and even though the door is open, they just stop there, and they don't seem to go past it.
I have a quick question. What kind of vision does Cole have? It's not on here. Just regular?
Cole has regular vision.
Okay.
so this is just like a room full of bugs.
It is a room full of bugs, and you can't see beyond 5 feet ahead of you. There's probably other stuff in here, and Free, last time you were here, there was other stuff in here, but can't see anything. Just black.
Ugh, that's so gross. Ugh, heebie-jeebies.
Equa, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Roughly how many cockroaches would you say are in here?
Looking in, you don't know the size of the room, but in this first vicinity, you see maybe 60 or 70 in that space in front of you. There could be thousands.
Okay. Okay, I was just curious.
I could go in and take a look around.
Yeah, I mean, I would say maybe we just drop a lot of fire in there, but I want to make sure there's nothing of importance first.
Equa, I'm gonna send you a thing that I googled, and I want your input as to if I can do this.
Okay.
Do you want to try a little fire on just the patch here and see if it even does anything?
Yeah, that won't hurt. I'll throw like a fire bolt at the ground where there's like a gathering of them.
Okay, sure. You go ahead and conjure the firebolt and check it down, and as you do so, most of them just part and continue to fly away. You do get one that sort of it impacts, and the thing just sort of fades. You, probably all of you at this point, including Isabel, get the sense these are not real insects, but there's something to them here.
They're like some sort of illusion.
I could go in and see what's causing this illusion.
I mean, I don't think we have much other options right now. I mean, looking at the door from this side, do I see any kind of runes or anything that looks out of place on the door?
You look around, you give the door a thorough inspection. No.
I'm gonna poke my head in. Do I see... You said we can only see 5 feet in front of me, so I'd actually have to go in. I mean, if there are no objections...
Be careful. Don't go far.
Can you tell Cole?
What if we like tie a rope around her just in case, like something happens, it's a trap, and then we can pull her back.
I am large right now. Real big.
Oh, you drank an enlarge potion or something? I forget. The spell,
No.
right?
No, Cole is considered a large creature.
Right, I forgot you were coal form. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Yep. Okay, never mind.
So I can dissipate as I walk in. And yeah, I will fully enter the room like 5 or 10 feet and see if I can see anything or feel anything.
You begin to walk in, and you get 5 feet in, and you take 4 points of piercing damage as the insects just come and swarm you and begin to bite and tear at the skin around you. They're essentially coming in, picking bits of skin off, and going, and then more are doing the same thing.
He would probably instinctively bite out to try and eat some of them.
Yeah, you go ahead and bite out, and nothing is really taking there. This is an illusion, but it's harmful. While you're in there, make a perception check.
Okay. But then I would leave if I can't eat what's in there.
Sure.
27.
27, yeah, absolutely. You take a step in, and you can only see about 5 feet in front of you. And you just about glimpse at something up on the top and over to the right a little bit. Kind of like a thicker cluster that right underneath has a hint of metal to it that just and go.
I will step back away from what hurts. The illusion is harmful, but there is something metal and lighty that is... You said it was moving?
Yeah, it was some kind of small metal object that just moved underneath a cluster of these insects.
Dude.
There's a small metal object.
Harry Potter happened like 15 years
Yeah,
ago.
I know,
Let it
right?
I
go.
was getting ready to say.
As soon as I heard the insects, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, immediately I was like, a key room. It's like,
Yep.
No, I was thinking of just a golden snitch flying around in there, but yeah, key room makes sense too.
I could go in and try and catch it. but it will hurt. How big was the room? Could I tell? Give or take with my 27? I mean, I know I could.
Not from that far in. Your visibility is still 5 feet.
Mhm.
You just had a really good look around that 5 feet radius.
With her saying that, if I look up, can I see anything that looks like it's on the outskirts? Does it or does it only fly like further inside the room?
What are you looking for exactly?
The metal thing that Cole
The metal
said was in
thing
there.
went further into the room. It's not coming outside at all.
Gray vial.
The moment before he just comes in through the wall. Yes.
So what's the game in this room?
Oh, the disc is in there. If you are lucky, you can catch it before Kistasia catches you.
God.
But of course, to manage to find it, you would have to go inside. Deeply.
Alright.
Telekinesis would be really handy right now. I just thought about that. I'm like, it's actually a spell that would be pretty useful right now.
Wish we had a big magnet.
So you're saying this other devil is in the room with the key?
Yes. Haven't all the other devils been around keys so far? I'm nothing if not a man of consistency, darling.
I don't know how Cole works. I don't know if he sees what Thyra sees.
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
I don't know. Ugh.
Can I still see the metal thing flying around? Do I need to make another perception check?
At this point, especially since you're back out of the room, you can only see basically just inside the doorway. You don't see it.
Do we all take a chance and try and get there and grab it? But that gives Kirstasia more targets.
I think I'm the fastest one here, but I'm not doing well, honestly. I mean,
I think I'm hardier than all of you right now.
Yep.
All right.
What are these other rooms go to?
Other classrooms.
I don't know. Do we think that there could be something hidden in one of those that might be handy? Or we just want to go for it?
Well, I mean, we can...
Cole goes down and tries the doors down here. The far end. See
you
if
go
they're
ahead and go
unlocked.
we'll say to the right end first, and head and try the door. It's not locked. Go ahead and open, and there is a classroom inside. There is no darkness in here. What you see inside are... I keep hitting the reveal or the hideout instead of the reveal.
He just wants to make sure it's extra hidden.
I don't know why he does that. You see inside what appears to be like a cooking room. You see a number of like knives and chopping boards and things on those two tables in there. Books in the back wall. Just a room.
There's a cooking room down here.
Yeah.
Equa, I sent you a DM.
I guess I'll go into the cooking room and search around for anything useful. A magnet or a flamethrower.
Flamethrower. One of those. What are they? Those torches that they use to caramelize.
Yeah.
A blowtorch?
Yeah.
Yeah, make an investigation check, Wade.
Actually sounds like a good idea.
That's a 12.
You find a really big meat cleaver.
Yeah, that's not
It's
good.
kind of stained and rusted a little bit on the bottom side from too much blood.
Wait,
That's about what you find.
Did you say that at the fireball, not the fireball, but the firebolt, that there were, like, some of them fled from it?
Yeah, the
Or-
illusion is reactive, seemingly. And not only that, Wade did manage to kill one. But a firebolt isn't a particularly big or damaging spell, and so didn't damage the surroundings too much.
You think maybe it's not necessarily fire, but light?
That's exactly what I was getting ready to say.
I mean, I'm sure some of us have torches. If you want to see that makes a difference.
That's what I was... Exactly what I was
Lanterns.
going to ask, would be if we could
Candles.
try just waving a torch around at the entrance and see if that helps.
Give it a go, yeah.
Light a torch and roll it into the room, see what happens.
Yep.
So I assume one of you has torches, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we all have torches, I think.
None
Sarah
of you
doesn't have a
use
torch.
it because you all have fucking dark vision.
Right.
Yep.
Free does
Uh,
not have any.
I do.
So
I got
whoever-
10.
Okay, so Wade, you can light one. Are you match striking it, or are you...
Yeah, I struck it with a match. That's fine.
Okay, strike with a match, and you go ahead and light the torch, and you begin to put it in, and it just... It's weird, as you put it in, the light just seems to be extinguished. And the bugs don't seemingly react to it, other than sort of avoiding it. But yeah, there's no real reaction from it.
But the bugs avoid it.
Yeah, to an extent. There's maybe like, I don't know, a quarter of a foot wide berth around it, but there is no light coming off of it when you put it in.
While he's testing the torch, I'm gonna check this door. I'm gonna see what's behind this room. Or
Okay.
in this room.
This room is also unlocked. And this is a room with simple tables and chairs. This is where they teach the slaves how to talk. And there's not much in here. This one's pretty bare.
I have an idea.
Alright. I'm all ears.
The silver strings. I can summon fire around myself. However, that would be putting me alone in there with Kerstasia.
I have an idea first. Like, whatever he pulled the torch out, is the torch still lit, Equa?
Yeah, torch is still lit.
I have a flask of oil. Could I, like, throw that in? And
Sure,
then,
if you
like,
want to.
oil on the floor and then try and light it on fire with the torch?
Yeah, if you want to do that, you can do that.
Yeah, I'll
I
try
have a
to...
question.
Go ahead.
Felis used his armor twice, right? Both times Thyra wasn't there?
Yes, he's used the armor and the cakery as well. So it's 3 times.
Okay.
But the property that he used in the cakery is one that is free of charge. You just cast it at will, so Izzy still has the 2 big spells.
Is there anything that the little one's armor can do other than with these stone walls?
Well, Izzy can cast... is you can cast the stone pillar one. That's Bones of the Earth, and she can cast. What's the other one? Someone remind me.
I have no
Meld
idea.
in the
I don't have the
stone.
armor.
It's Meld into Stone is the
Free.
free one.
Wall of
so
Stone and
can-
Bones of the Earth.
She can cast Wall of Stone.
Okay.
So there's nothing that Izzy can do with the armor.
What do we say that second room was?
Where they teach them to talk, it looks like. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna take a closer look around and see if there's, I don't know,
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same.
a door or, excuse me, a, soft spot in the wall.
I'm gonna just look to see if I can find anything that might be useful for what we've accrued for knowledge regarding this room.
Natural 20,
Okay.
28.
So both of you go ahead and make investigation checks, I'll say.
12.
5. Because my
Alright, this-
investigation sucks.
So with the perception Thyra looking around the room, you don't see anything in particular, but you go ahead and give the walls a couple taps. The walls are solid. There's no notable weak spots in here. And Lake can roll yours.
I rolled a 12.
Yeah, you're struggling to find anything in here as well.
Okay.
Okay.
What's around that corner?
That leads to the room I tried to teleport in with Thyra. The slave's bedroom.
I mean, we don't have anything to lose by checking that at least, right?
Yeah, other than time, but it won't take too much time, right?
Shouldn't.
Another idea, it's just a shot in the dark, would be like polymorph one of us into, or Thyra, to shape into some sort of bug, and then maybe assimilate herself with the beings of the room.
Does Thyra know what kind of bugs these are?
Make a nature check.
Maybe they won't attack one
20.
of their own.
They're definitely some kind of large flying cockroach.
Equa, I have
I'm
a
not sure she
question.
can assimilate to something she's not familiar with.
Would Alakian know whether, seeing as how this appears to be an illusion, if the damage that they deal would be considered magical?
You would gather it's probably magical damage. Yeah.
Okay.
As you guys are standing around sort of debating on what to do, you see the amnesia just sort of tilt his head upwards for a second. Oh good. Gregory has returned to the city.
Fuck my life.
Take talk.
Fuck it. Free is going to try and summon that fiery spell on her lute.
Okay, how do you attempt to do that?
She will play the song combo she played in the field while waiting for Thyra and Wade.
Make a performance check for me.
We'll be right back.
22.
Yeah.
That was a 9.
As Free begins to play, and the tune begins to come out, the rest of you all watch as you see her really begin to focus and get lost into the music of what she's performing. And it's a beautiful song. It's the melody is just intrinsically calming and soothing to be around. And as she does so, you watch as these faint sparks of magical energy begin to erupt from around her and begin to swirl, and eventually they turn into these small flames to the point where you all have to back up, and anyone within 10 feet will take damage. But you see it coming, and you can avoid it, and you watch as she finishes the song and the flames still swirling around her.
Let's see if this works. And she's going to walk in to the room.
Okay. You walk in, and those flames still surround you, but your visibility is unchanged. You can still see only 5 feet ahead of you. As you just sort of walk in and stand there for a second, you too take 4 points of piercing damage as the insects just go straight past you. The illusion itself is reactive and it's going around the fire, but since it's almost a stationary fire, these insects can move around. They aren't willingly committing suicide into the fire, you know.
Nope. Doesn't bugging matter. We're gonna get bit, I think, at this point. She steps back out of the room once they're like clear of her, you know.
Sure.
Ow, ow, ow. I hate bugs. Ow.
I don't get it. I thought illusions shouldn't be able to hurt you like this. Is it possible that maybe the ground, since we can't see, is what's causing our damage or something? Are we stepping on spikes? Does it feel like you're being bit? What is it?
I might be able to answer that question if I have the spell. I think I do.
I think Free has access to Phantasmal Force, which would let her know that illusions can cause damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah. Okay.
The
Just like I hurt people with words, fake images can do the same.
Well, I don't mind going in. I'm feeling pretty good. Pretty healthy. Bugs never bothered me anyway.
Bugs never bothered
I
me.
was trying not to go there.
I couldn't not.
Let's go into the unknown.
So, who is going into the room?
Cole.
Cole, wait, you following?
Yeah.
He's gonna go in, swinging it and biting at whatever's around him.
Okay, sure. Yeah, Cole walks in, followed by Wade, and the two of you, so as you walk in, and you get about 15 feet inwards, Thyra, you take 1 point of piercing damage, and Wade, you take 3 points of piercing damage.
No, look for the metal key as well.
Right.
Sure. So, both of you make perception checks.
11.
Only a 10. Shit.
You rolled a 3.
Jeez.
Neither of you can see any glimpse of metal. You are looking into darkness inflicted by bodies, but darkness. And as you take a moment to look around, Wade, just out of the corner of your eye, you see some kind of like flash. And it's darkness, so you can't quite make out color, but it's very pale, and it just... Whew. Does a 19 hit your armor class?
It does. Hold on. I want to see if shield. I have to see the source of my attack being hit on me. Shield. Yeah. Can I shield it?
Yeah. Just about. As you see this thing come inwards and you instinctively react and throw up the shield, you see something impact. It's like this very large stinger, about that big. There's kind of this deep color and curved at the end, and as it sort of intersects with whatever is holding it behind, it's got these other like prongs that stick out of it. And it gets stuck there and then pulls backwards. And then you see from within the darkness, about 5 feet next to it, this kind of rakish arm just come through and down at Colthyra. Does a 20 hit your armor class?
No, not at all. Yes, very much so.
Sweet. That's what I like to hear. So you take 12 points of slashing damage from that.
Ira, there's like a big bee in here.
I know it hurt.
Oh, I mean, sorry.
We are one and the same, brother.
We are called.
I want to just keep looking around for this stupid metal thing.
Yeah.
Both you make perception checks as you stay still. Thyra, you take 1 point of piercing damage, and Wade, you take 1 point of piercing damage from the bugs.
That's a 13.
It's a natural 20.
Yay.
Natural
thank
20. You, Thyra, catch a glimpse of it again, except this time it's down low and to the left, and you watch as it just goes.
I'm watching it. I'm following it.
Okay, it goes and disappears back into the blackness away from you. As you follow it, you see a large spike, a large stinger on the back of the tail come straight towards your head. That's 23 to hit.
Yeah.
So you take 12 points of piercing damage. Plus, hang on, I gotta
We need to figure out how to get rid of these bugs.
that's 22 points of poison damage. And I want you to make a
Holy
Constitution saving
shit.
throw.
Is Constitution mine? Hold on.
If you're still overtaken, it's the overtaken host's
Okay.
Constitution.
I literally have no idea what to do to get this key.
11.
11, you are poisoned.
Whatever it is.
Wade, you see it. You see it come straight from out of the darkness and seem to like impact straight past Thyra's head. And you watch as it pulls out and she just kind of like staggers for a second and looks back, and her shoulder has this deep, like about 2 inches wide in radius, hole out of it that is seeping with some other kind of deadly looking acidic thing. And as you look at it, the creature is going to make 2 claw attacks towards you.
Okay.
For a 25 and a 15 to hit.
Yeah, 15 misses.
Okay. So you, Wade, take 9 points of slashing damage as the claw comes in and sort of digs into your robes, and the second one just scratches off the back of it, not dealing any damage. You guys are being attacked by something.
Can I try to attack it back?
Yeah, that's. I want to try and attack it.
Did we hear that from out here when Wade shouted?
So could we
Said that we
hear
did.
any of it?
Cole said
As-
that we need to get rid of these bugs.
It's weird. They disappeared into the darkness, and you cannot see or hear anything over the insects.
Oh, lordy.
Nice.
Can Wade hear me in the room?
If Wade's 5 feet behind you, so I'll say yes, he can.
I'm also gonna take my claws and my bites.
14 on a firebolt. I assume misses, but hey.
Okay,
Who
so you guys can't see the attacker, so it's disadvantage for Thyra. You're poisoned anyway.
Oh, disadvantage.
Um,
I'll roll again.
Thyra, what's the range on your attacks? Is 5 feet.
Yes.
You are slashing into nothing. This thing is not 5 feet next to you. Wade, you go ahead and throw the fire bolt, and it goes through the darkness. And as it does so, you catch a glimpse of something like bone white, but just goes.
There's something else in here too. Maybe we should get out of here for now. Come up with another solution.
Yeah, cool. We'll try and start backing out.
You both start backing out. Thyra, you take 4 points of piercing damage, and Wade, you take 4 points of piercing damage.
Cole's gone.
And as you do so, since you're moving out of its range, the creature is going to get an attack of opportunity on Thyra. And it's going to do just a claw.
Oh, I had
That's
Sentinel,
an-
but I can't see it. So
That's an 11 to hit, so it does not hit.
Okay. Do we get out?
You do get out. Yep, absolutely.
As soon as we're out, I'm gonna cast Tidal Wave into the room.
Nice.
Yes.
Sure. Go ahead and drop me the spell if you can.
Okay, it didn't come up like I thought it would. I'll just copy and paste it.
Okay.
Equa has something that I wanted to do while they were doing this.
So it's gonna be like right inside the door, and it's gonna take up like it's gonna be as long as the room. So if it's or up to 30 feet and 10 feet tall.
Sure. So you go ahead and cast the spell. Yeah, you throw down the staff, and you watch as this wall of water begins to erupt from inside the doorway and just fades. You don't hear any impact. You don't see any impact. You just throw it in.
I think we need to be. I'm fire right now. I think we need to be inside the room.
What happened? Are you guys?
I got poisoned.
It was like a big bee or something, and then something white. It was staying far away.
Pure Stacia, I'm assuming.
Equa,
Yeah, what did you want to do?
while they were in there, could I have gone to like towards the bedrooms at least to see if I could see anything that might be of use down that hallway?
Yeah, you go to the end of the corridor and you look upwards, and the corridor does continue upwards and then ends in a door right up there.
I'm gonna head that direction to see if I can find anything in that room.
So real quick, I'll let you go. Hate the reveal tool in this damn website. You go through the door, and there is a corridor to the right and a corridor to the left. Which way you want to go?
I'm gonna shout back down the hallway, and just say, "Do you guys want to try looking this direction before we do anything else?" I'm like shouting down the hallway.
I mean, he was in there with them before, but I don't know what they could have. And it'll be to your left. The right is just a back way into the sales room.
Wade wants to try
Is there another
thing.
door into this room, Free? Or is there only one way in?
I believe it's only the one way in to the classrooms.
I will then book it towards the bedrooms then. I will book it to the left, I suppose, to see if I can find anything.
So you go that way, and you come to another slight U-bend before walking in, and there are not so much bedrooms, but one big bedroom with a lot of bunk beds in it. You find the slaves that you just freed, all sitting there, who are sort of trying to calm down the rest of the slaves that are in this room, and there are maybe 30 of them in total, including the ones that you had, who are just sort of sitting, some are moving around, sort of anxious about news, and the ones that you freed are just sort of like trying to calm them down. There's really not much in here apart from those bunk beds. The interior is very dire and dim.
Do I see Thaya in there?
Yeah, you do.
Thaya, did Greyvile leave anything in here before?
No, he doesn't really come over here too much.
Is there anything out of the ordinary in here at all?
The only thing that is out of ordinary is that we don't have any collars anymore.
Right, thank you. And I'll book it back down to the team.
Oh, I'm sorry. They do have collars. They don't have bracelets. My bad. I keep saying collars. I don't know why.
I was like, wait a second. I hope Aleki comes back and tells us they don't have collars anymore. That'll be...
No, they don't have bracelets. They do still have the collars on.
Well, Lakeem was gone. I just wanted to stick a leg in the room, but not step into the room.
Okay. You stick a leg in and you wait for a second.
I do take damage. Shit.
You take 4 points of piercing damage. I keep rolling
What
4s on my
was-
d4.
What was his name? What's this guy's name? Carlisle?
Kirstasia?
Yeah, that one. What was his specialty here? What did he do? Was he a handler? Was he a teacher?
He's mostly just like a... I don't know how to describe it. He's a keep in line guy. If anyone
He's
goes
a
out of
handler.
line, handler. He's known for relishing in when slaves aren't doing what they're told. He likes to throw punishments at them.
So my theory about the floor being the source of the damage and not the bugs, not true. Definitely not true.
Well, the source of the bugs is probably Kirstasia. If we want them gone, we need him gone.
Is there anything, Free, that you think would get him to leave that room?
Not when his master is telling him not to, and she, like, gestures to Greyvile.
Is Greyville still standing there, Equa?
Yeah, he is. He's just sort of watching all this happen. He's not really saying much.
Hey,
There's got
Curse.
to be a trick to this. How? There's been a trick to every other test that you've given us. What is it?
Well, I don't believe that me telling you how to cheat the game is part of the game. There's no
Then a
fun in
hint.
playing if you know how to win.
Then a hint, if you will. Don't have to say it outright.
What's in it for me?
I have a question.
We get to play your game.
You get to play the game anyway.
I'm sure there's an outcome where you want to meet all of us face to face and in person. Why else would you be testing us the way you are?
Well, if it were that simple and I wanted to meet you exactly how you want to be met, I wouldn't have made you go through the challenges anyway. These are tests, after all. I'm watching to see your performance.
You know, why
I
don't...
will say, I'm not particularly pleased with this one.
You talking to me?
Yeah, he's
Wait.
talking to all of you, but yeah, you.
What direction, what general direction were you getting hit by? I saw your shield little shimmery go up.
Oh, Equal, what direction was I...
It was from out of the darkness on your left, so on the left of the map.
left side of the room going in.
I could go in there and I could lightning strike him. In that general direction.
Right. Oh, is...
I could use some first level spells. I don't need to see the target. I just need to know he's there.
not
I
a
think you
bad
have to
idea.
step into the room because it doesn't look like my tidal wave did anything while I was standing out here.
What does Kirstasia like? Like, is there anything we could bribe him with?
I don't know. Like I said, the one I dealt with mostly is Gregory.
Hey, Kirstasia, we killed your master. If you want to survive, I'd come out here now. And
You
yell at-
must be joking.
I yell it into the room. I don't know.
Yeah, you yell it, and there is no response. It's just that sound of insects.
fuck.
All right. She's getting impatient. She's going to cast this into the room.
And then it whispers.
It says, discordant memory that only one creature of your choice within range can hear. And I know he's there. If fail, he has to move away from her using his reaction. I just want to see if this is concentration, maybe she can knock it down.
Yeah. You go ahead and cast the spell, and you feel it go into the room. There's no visible response.
We couldn't hear anything from out here but the buzzing of bugs once you passed our 5-foot range.
So Kerstacy is the white one that was staying in the back. You said not the bee thing?
I don't know what he really looks like.
Okay.
He looked like a pretty elf boy before. That was for some of my friends that are watching, because they'll understand that joke. Sorry. That was terrible.
I have an idea, but it does require me going back into the room again.
I think whatever we do will require us to go back into the room.
I say Gregory's already in town. We're screwed at this point.
Okie dokie. No, I'm just kidding. Holds his breath and runs into the room. This time with a purpose. I run in toward the back left, and I want to roll a perception, see if I can see the white thing that was looking around.
Sure. So as you run in, you can move your full movement into the room, taking 2 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Make a perception check.
Oh, come on, Wade. We need this one.
You got this.
11.
11. You run your whole way into the room, and you hit something. And you sort of have to fondle around to feel it, and it kind of is this wooden long slab, and you put your hands down onto the front of it, and it sort of like goes with you, and it makes this kind of noise, and you quickly gather, okay, you've hit a piano somewhere. And you turn around and look around, and there is no flash of white.
Look, I'm going to try and play the same tune from the last room. I have musical talents.
Yeah, make a performance check. Just to see if you can find the notes, because you are
Can we hear
conversing
anything,
and
or
the
is it just
piano.
buzzing?
Just buzzing for you guys.
14.
14. Yeah, easy enough for you to do. You play the notes. You can barely hear them come out, and nothing happens. And then you turn around, and in from the darkness, you see a familiar stinger just jab at you. That's a natural 19, so that hits.
I'll
There it
shield.
goes.
So it won't work because it's a 27 to hit.
Oh, I see. I thought you were saying the total was 19.
Yeah, no, natural 19.
Okay, never mind then.
So you, Wade, take 12 points of piercing damage. And 20 points of poison damage.
Yep.
I'd like for you to make a constitution saving throw for me. I will say, Thyra, about this time, your poison has worn off.
10.
Oh, okay.
10? You are poisoned.
Fuck, okay. What's poison mean again? Let's see.
You have disadvantage on attack rolls.
Okay, that's not that bad. Okay, one more time. I want to look for this white thing.
Yeah, that probably would have counted to 10 and then went in.
Yeah, 3, 2.
She's not gonna let her brother just be in there.
Sure,
on his own.
So you'll be coming in at the later half of this round.
Yeah.
So Wade, are you moving at all?
Yeah, I'll run just toward the other side of the room looking for him.
Okay, so you're moving
Like, to
away
what would
from
be
the stinger?
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess that would be. To the right, right wall, if you were, like, coming in the door.
Okay. So, as you run, first of all, you take 1 point of piercing damage.
Mhm.
and he's going to get his attack of opportunity on you.
Yep.
For, I rolled a 3, an 11 to hit.
Okay, thank God. Whew.
And you run to the opposite wall, make a perception check.
Oh, thank you. 20. Please tell me that's enough.
20. You look around and you can only see 5 feet ahead of you in any direction. Like, there is no seeing beyond the 5 feet. So you do not see white. You do see that metal. Just...
Can I try and mage hand it and grab it?
You haven't used your action yet, have you?
No.
Make a dexterity check.
Hell yeah. Is that a 1? Please tell me. No, that's a 20! 23.
20 is the DC for this. So you mage hand and you grab it and you begin pulling it. And it is a very large, the largest one, brass disc with a hole in the middle with scratchings on the outside. And it's being pulled away from you by a number of large flying cockroaches that seem to be linked to it magically.
Okay.
And that's where we leave you. So Thyra and Free, you're running in. In what direction are you running in?
The back left. That's what Wade said. So the back left general area.
So Thyra, you take 1 point of piercing damage, and Free, you take 4. And Free, where are you going?
She was gonna go straight in and just see if she could spot Kirastasia.
So you make a perception check for me.
Okay.
Yeah, it would also look.
Okay, I'm gonna
14.
check you guys up here real quick, so I have a note of where you all are. Free's right there. Yeah, you, Free, do not see him around, and you don't see Wade, and you kind of lose Thyra in here as well. Thyra, you run in, and you bump into something in the back left. And you kind of feel it, except this is not made of wood. This has kind of a hard, almost rock-like feel to it. And you look upwards and you see this kind of a long spine that ends in a tail with this kind of heavy stinger on the back. These 4 insectoid wings that come out of the backside. This is a large creature, and you watch as it turns, and the bone-like face looks back at you with long, lashing tongue and powerful fangs as it turns to see you, and it kind of just
I'm gonna crack it in the face with my staff.
down at you. So at that point, we will roll initiative. So everyone go ahead and roll. Did I change them?
Oh, for fudge.
Sorry, that was reactionary.
And you are out of the room at this point in time, but you can run in straight
I
after.
thought that 20 was mine. I almost got excited.
I rolled for Izzy too, just so she can be in there whenever I get her in there.
Right, awesome stuff. Okay, so 25 to 20.
20 for Izzy.
20 for Izzy, hell yeah.
Woo.
20 to 15.
Oof.
15 to 10.
10.
A 10 for Thyra, great. 10 to 5.
7 for Free.
9.
3 and 9 for Lakian.
6.
Oh no!
For Wade. Okay,
Awesome.
so
You and Stacy rolled a 1, right? So they go west.
no.
That works.
So, Thyra, you run into this thing and it looks down at you, and as you prepare to punch it, Isabel has her turn.
Cracking it with my staff.
So,
Not punching.
so that'll be your attack on your turn. Isabel's go, however. Isabel is, I assume, outside of the room, so she can move in.
I'm assuming since the other 2 moved in, she would move in after them because Izzy doesn't leave Thyra for very long.
Sure. So she'll go back left with Thyra,
Yeah.
and she'll appear right behind you, Thyra. Moving about, I'll say 25 feet in, and she takes 3 points of piercing damage
Okie dokie.
from the insect. and Isabel sees Thyra ahead of her, and nothing else.
I guess she'll, I don't know, if she can't see anything, hold a swing of her sword until it's in range.
Great. Awesome. So following Izzy, Thyra, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna I said I was gonna crack my staff of thunder and lightning at this guy.
Go ahead and roll your attack.
Girl. Natural 1.
Natural 1. You go ahead and pull the staff around and begin to crack down onto the form. And you watch as, with the insects like pulling at your skin, which by the way you take 2 points of piercing damage at the start of your turn. You impact the thing, but this is not stone. It's a little bit of a different substance, and the staff kind of just like shifts off of it. You gather this is a bone-like material that this thing is made out of. And no damage is done on that strike. Is there anything else you do on your turn?
I'm gonna. If you heard the crack, that's the thing. It's made of bone.
Isabel hears this, and no one else does.
Izzy just looks forward to
Not
breaking
yet.
bones. Since I can't do her accent.
I'm looking to see if there's anything else I can do. I don't think there is. That'll be it.
Great. So following Thyra's turn, Alakian, you're outside, and you can run in straight, left, or right. And you can go up to 30 feet. Is he here? Am I not
Yeah, I'm
hearing
here. I'm thinking. I
Okay.
guess I'm gonna go right. I'll go in and go right.
it? Okay. You walk in, and you head right, and you take... Excuse me, you take 1 point of piercing damage.
Woo!
And how far in are you going?
Until I hit something. Like I'm
You
not. I'm
run
basically
in?
going to the opposite corner because that's what it looked like Wade was doing. So I'll do that on the opposite side.
And you hit Wade at the end of it. You
Oh,
get right
hey,
next to
bud.
him.
Hey,
bud.
hey, got the key thing, the bronze thing. The bug's trying to pull it away. Right, follow my mage arm.
Hey, can I see where that is, Equa?
Make a
Like,
perception
within 20
check.
out? I will do that. That is a 10.
A 10? Yeah, you don't see it here. It's out of the range of the darkness that you can see.
Okay. Then I will hold my action to physically grab at it if it comes into range.
Great, awesome. So following Alakian, Free, you're in the middle of the room. You don't see Thyra or Isabel. You don't see Wade or Alakian, and you don't hear anything past the sound of the insects.
Great. Alright. Let's do... She goes left.
Okay. You go left. Are you going straight left, or are you going up and left?
Like, left on an angle towards the corner that I assume is in that direction.
Okay, so you begin walking forwards, and you eventually, for about 10 feet forward, you take 3 points of piercing damage. And you don't quite walk into it, but you get right up next to it, and then you look and you see a giant bone-white figure and sort of the very end of Thyra.
Oops. She's gonna try and make sure she's out of the 5-foot range on Thyra, and then cast Thunderclap. Up
Okay,
at this
so...
guy.
Okay, so you'll move up a little bit, that's totally fine. And give me the description for Thunderclap.
It says creates the thunder sound, can be heard 100 feet away, though the bugs are blocking it. That's why I want it to be in range. Each creature within range must succeed on a con saving throw.
So, does a... yeah, it did not roll well. It's a 10. 10 does not succeed.
No, it does not save.
So So what's the effect on that? They have to...
That's it. It's just damage because it hits a range of area instead of,
Awesome. So 8 thunder damage. Sorry, I missed that.
8 thunder damage. Yeah.
Yeah, you go ahead and clap the thunder out, and you see the thing sort of like recoil from it, and the wings begin to flutter outwards and start activating. As it
Oopsie.
grins back to you, and you kind of hear this faint, like, low chuckle of recognition at you.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else for you?
Much regret, but nope.
Much regret. Did I see Free come up? Like, did she at any point come within my seeing bubble?
You just about saw, like, a hand of freeze, and then it disappeared, and you can't quite see anything beyond that. Great, so following Free, Wade, you're up.
Okay, I start reeling in the mage arm as well as like going toward the. I keep calling it a key. I don't know what the right word is. It's a bronze disc.
It's
right?
like a disc. Yeah.
Yeah. I start reeling in the mage hand as well as running to grab it because I know the bugs are trying to take it away or whatever.
Sure. So we're gonna do a contested Arcana check here,
Okay.
to see who has the better strength of magic.
Why am I rolling low today? Ah! 9.
What'd you get?
Hold on. Can I?
9?
Hold on. This is important to me. Let me, it's a
Don't
failed
you have
saving
the
throw.
divine soul?
It's only for saving throws. That's what I was looking at. Ah, shit. Never mind then. Yep. 9.
Yeah, you begin trying to pull the mage hand, and the mage hand is getting away from you ever so slightly. I will say as well, Wade, on your turn, you take 2 points of piercing damage.
Right. Ow. Okay.
Anything else for you?
Is it like getting away still?
Yeah, it's at this point, it's outside of your 5 feet radius vision, but you can still feel the mage hand.
The mage hand still got it. Okay.
You're still holding on, it's just pulling.
I haven't used an action, have I, to do that?
I'll say that was your bonus.
Okay. Then the last thing I want to do. I want to see if it's a. Oh, please, Raven Queen. You want to see life wiped from this earth? I don't think so. That would be the most unnatural of deaths. Please. Give us some of your light. And I'm going to cast Mass Cure Wounds. So anybody within 30 feet of me, which I can't see them, but I'm just hoping they're within 30 feet of me, is going to get the
everybody. It's people. You don't have to see them. It's just people within range. I remember
Just
that.
because it's like an aura.
Yeah.
It's an aura, okay.
rolling bad health.
I'll
It's
double
technically a
check.
point that I choose, but I'm just choosing myself because I don't know where anybody else is.
Okay, so how many creatures are you getting?
We have a feeling lost yourself from a point. 6 creatures.
Up to.
Up to 6
Choose
creatures.
up. It says choose up to 6 creatures. So you do. So you can. Okay. Yeah. So it doesn't matter. So you can just pick your allies. That's totally fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah. So everyone, go ahead and heal up
14.
14 points.
14.
of
I'll fucking
healing.
take it.
Bad roll.
I will
I'm
take
rolling
that.
bad tonight.
I have to double check and make sure that you weren't going to heal the Bone Devil.
Yeah, no.
Great. So, are you moving, Wade?
Just following the bugs.
Okay. Sure.
To
You
the best of
begin
my ability.
following it. They've moved about 10 feet away from you, and you can.
I'm keeping a close eye on Wade as he's moving, or at least
Yeah.
the general direction.
You watch as he goes straight past you and then disappears. into the darkness.
Okay. But I kind of had a track of the direction that he was
Yeah, you know the
heading.
direction that he's gone in.
Okay.
Okay, great. So following that, it's Kistasia's turn. Kistasia's going to make its 3 attacks. It's going to throw the sting out to free, and it's going to do 2 claws on Thyra. We'll do the sting first, which is at disadvantage because of your cloak. That's a
And then
natural
I'm
20 on
gonna
the
sentinel
first,
him.
and an unnatural 20
I'm
on
not
the
wearing
second.
the cloak.
Oh, true. So it's not. So it's a natural 20.
I'm
Fucking
gonna
hell.
that first one. I'm gonna sentinel. I'm gonna crack him. Natural 20,
Great. Awesome.
and I'm gonna add the thunder to
Sure.
it.
Okay. So it still gets its attack off on free. So while you're calculating that free, you take.
He might not get that natural 20 though.
Well, his goes off first. Yours is in reaction to him doing it.
He's doing 2 attacks on her, right?
No, he's got 1 on her and 2 on you.
Okay. Sorry, I thought it
So
was 2 on her.
Hang on.
you take 3.
Fuck, I have to see within
This is
range.
really
Damn
bad.
it.
32 points of piercing damage from the impact of the stinger. Because I rolled really well on that. Are you still up?
Yep.
Great. Awesome. Ooh. And 40 points of poison damage.
And that puts her down.
So you are down as Free falls into the massive insects, but Thyra, you can't see her. Never mind, no one can see Free.
I can't see her. All I could see was that he was attacking in a direction that was not towards me.
Yeah, you saw him sort of turn, and the tail went, and that's all you saw. So you go ahead and roll your damage, Thyra.
It was 16. Oh, for the thunder, he needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
23.
That succeeds.
So is that a total of 16 damage, or are you pumping in the rest of your dice for a stat proxy?
No, I'm not gonna. Can I use the thunder and the lightning in the same turn?
Yeah, there's a thunder and lightning specific.
No,
thing.
but that's to use lightning strike and thunderclap, and I didn't use that one.
So it would be just one of them per attack.
And I did the thunder.
Great, so that's it for your sentinel.
So that's 10. That's 16.
Then it's going to make its 2 claws on you, Thyra, for a 25
Yep.
and a 25 to hit.
Yep.
So you take 11 points of slashing damage and 11 points of slashing damage. And that's its turn. It's not going to move. So top of the round, it's Isabel's turn. She takes 1 point of piercing damage, and she knows that Thyra is attacking something ahead of her.
Okay. Then Izzy will move up to go do the same.
Okay, so Izzy moves around Thyra, and Isabel can see Free lying on the ground. Thyra to her left, and she can see the Bone Devil up ahead of her.
Oh, Fudgios. She was going to attack. She's used all of those. She'll shout to Thyra that Free is down. And I guess it's not gonna do anything when they hit her again next time. I don't know what to do. It's weird trying to think about like what to do with your own character. Fuck it. She'll just use a first level cure wounds, because why not? You're not here to tell me no.
So Free heals up 9 points of health,
Ow.
and Free, your eyes begin to open. That's Izzy's
Goodness.
action. And then she has bonus, but I don't think she can do anything except for maybe Searing Smite.
She didn't hit anything.
Right,
Yeah.
but Searing Smite you do beforehand. It's concentration, and then
You can add. Yeah, you can add it to the next game.
And then Izzy's out of spells.
Yep.
Or
Right.
close to.
So I don't think she can do anything on her bonus action.
No.
So
No.
following Isabel's turn, it's Thyra's go.
Can I see Izzy next to me?
Yes, you can see Isabel next to you. Yeah.
I can't really do it. Does it? I don't know if I can even get to free without getting having him hit me with an opportunity attack. So I'm gonna pop him again with my staff.
Your attack.
29 to hit.
29 hits.
Um,
On you.
Absolutely. So 13 points of magical bludgeoning damage as you crack the thing in the side of the, like, where the chest would be, and you see a couple of ribs just shatter inwards. This thing is starting to look rough. You guys have dealt significant damage to it by now.
and as a bonus action, I am going to. I've got to read it first. I'm going to cast Healing Spirit, and I'm going to have it appear in the space next to Izzy that I can't really see.
Sure, you would know that Free's there, so that's fine. So you can go ahead
Free's
and cast
turn,
it.
she'll get healed.
Yeah, and as a note, Thyra, you take 1 point of piercing damage.
Alright,
And that's your turn.
that is my turn.
So following Thyra, Alakian, you're up.
Okay, I will head the direction that I saw Wade walk.
Okay.
I'll head
You
that
get
direction.
about 5 feet forward and you see him.
Cool. Is his arm stretched in any particular direction, kind of like where the mage hand is, or?
He's
Okay.
he's looking ahead of him. So yeah,
I
yeah,
will-
you get
Walk that direction, looking for the brass thing.
okay. So you kind of have to like feel your way around Wade
Yeah.
to try and get to where he's at. And you
Yeah.
see it there. It's almost like in a tug of war between Wade's mage hand, which is currently grabbed onto the middle of it, and these
Cool.
like flying insects that are pulling it
How
away.
far is it from me?
At this point, 5 feet.
Cool. Can I walk farther forward and try and grab it physically?
Yeah, you can definitely grab it. Go ahead and make a strength check to see if you can pull it away.
Trait strength?
Yep.
Come on. That's cocked because D&D is weird. That is a 16.
16? Yeah, you grab it and you begin to like throw off the insects, sort of let them go, and they just disappear into the swarm. You have the disc.
Cool. I am then going to I guess hold on to it for now. And I'll walk back towards Wade and just show him like I got it.
Great.
So-
Maybe we should run from the room with it. I don't know.
Where's everybody else?
Wait, they're not still out there?
No, everybody came in.
Shit.
You can also take 4 points of piercing damage,
Okay.
and that's your turn.
yeah.
So following Alakian, free. Start of the round.
You take a d6. You take 6 healing.
Woo! And then subtract that by 2.
Ow.
Six
She's
less,
going
4
to
less.
stand up and disengage and walk 15 feet back out of the room because she's hurting.
Okay, yeah, you go straight past Isabel and move out 15 feet. You do not get out of the room.
Just in that direction. At least what she hopes is the right direction. Yeah. Ow. That's it.
Great. So following Free's turn, Wade, you are up.
I'm yelling, "Free! Free!" And I'm just running around the room. I guess What direction were the bugs carrying the disc before Lakin got to him? Like left?
They were carrying it into what you imagine is the center of the room.
Okay. Yeah, I'll head. I guess I was on the right wall. I didn't see him there. I'll start going toward the left side, center left. I don't freaking know. Just kind of yelling, "Free Thyra."
So you, Wade, begin to walk and sort of yelling for them. Did I roll your piercing damage?
No, not yet.
You take 2 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And as you're walking around yelling, you bump into a stone white figure, and then Isabel is on your left. You are where Free was.
Oh shit! Banish.
Okay. What save is that?
That is a. Check that. I think it's charisma. Charisma save.
Charisma. I rolled a 14.
Ah, that's a fail.
It's fail. You watch as the thing looks back at you, sort of emerging into the space, and as it goes ahead and rears up, getting ready to strike, you just nope, and it just disappears from the area.
That little popping noise was hilarious.
Right?
It was so cute.
I look to my left, like, Izzy, we gotta get out of here. Styra here, get her out. And
Isabel informs you that Fire is right next to her.
oh shit. Okay, let's get the hell out of here.
When
Great.
he disappeared, did the bugs start disappearing?
No, nothing yet.
Okay.
And I guess, like, I don't know if I have any more movement left or not. I'm assuming I don't.
You've got like 5 feet left of movement. So you
Is
can get
he
on the other
relay
side
that
of it, so-
message to me to get out?
Sure. That's fine.
Yeah.
So you move the rest of your movement that you can. Wade, following that, it would be the devil's turn, but nope. So it's Isabel's turn. Top of the round, Isabel takes 4 points of piercing damage, and she can leave
Yep,
if
she
she
will
wants
do that.
to. Then next up is Thyra. Thyra, you take 1 point of piercing damage.
Going to move. Well, Wade was in my bear. When he moved into my bear, he would have taken a d6 healing.
He's not in it anymore, just so you know. It's that effective
But,
spell.
but it's when you move into it,
Great.
or you
Awesome.
start your turn on it. So
Yes.
that's 6 healing.
So 6 healing for Wade.
When I walked into the circle, I said, I feel the warm embrace of my wonderful sister.
Is nearby. Yeah, and then for my bonus action, I will have my bear come back to me,
Sure.
heal me, and then I'm gonna leave. Wow, I'm rolling max damage.
Yeah, look at you.
I'm rolling max healing.
So
on
you
these
two can
bears.
leave the room, no problem. Following that, Alakian, start of your turn, 2 points of piercing damage. I don't think I've rolled a 3 once.
No, you have not. I will start leaving, I guess, because I'm not feeling too great and I've got the disc, so.
Yeah, you leave and you move straight past Free on your way out.
Okay.
And you can leave the room. No problemo. Free. 1 point of piercing damage.
I'm moving out.
And you
Because
move out.
ow.
And then, last but not least, Wade. You take 3 points of piercing damage. Roll a concentration
Yeah,
check.
let's see if I can retain this, please.
The only way you fail is, I
Lord.
think, a natural 1.
16, alright.
So you're fine.
Okay, and you had you moved out of the spot where you ran into the guy? Yes.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
Wade, you
is it-
two can leave.
Yeah, I continue, but I'm yelling out for Free. I'm looking around for
Okay, you start wading around in the darkness, and you come out of the door, and you see the rest of your group standing there looking at you. All of them
Wade
are
in
fine.
dark. Yep. Wade in
Yep.
darkness.
Wade in
God
darkness.
damn it.
You made me ink.
It wasn't free
Amnesu.
this time.
Is also standing there and says, "Oh, good, you've made it.
You're next.
I'm looking forward to it."
Isabel's
Question.
cursing at him, probably, since she can't do it herself.
Sure.
I'm trying to move my bear out of the room. Does it come?
How far can you move it on a turn?
Probably like 20 or 30 feet. Let me just double check. Healing spirit. 30 feet.
Okay, so you moved it on your current turn as you are out, the first time that you're out.
Yes.
So you can pull that out. No problem.
I want to put it on free if it can reach.
Sure, I'll allow that. So you can dump the rest of your turns into free or whoever else you want to.
Alright, I'm gonna give you my 3. Sorry.
All good.
You got the bad rolls, but that's so the bear's gone.
Oh boy.
Is it only one person within that? Like, is nobody else within that sphere?
I
Area of
can
influence?
only pick one person that can get the D6.
Got it. Okay.
Well, Scarlet, you've managed to wrangle your team, and you've defeated all of my challenges. I'm very proud. You know where to go from here.
See you soon.
Yes. And he just
Can I-
disappears into the wall.
Insight to see if you seem nervous at all or anything.
Yeah, go ahead and insight.
Yeah, I want to jump on that bandwagon.
16.
Live.
Yeah,
Something's better than that.
he's very hard to read as a person. It seems almost. I mean, he's cunning. Everything. He hasn't really let up any emotion about anything so far. The best you get is that he's given the impression that everything has gone to plan.
Where to?
Back to the office, I would assume.
Yeah, where you found the keyholes.
So, as you guys head back there, finding the familiar desk and the stone circular platform that's in front of it, and moving away the chair at the back to find that hole in the back of the wall. That is where we're going to go ahead and take our break. So,
Good, I need to poo.
we will be back
Me
here
too.
in like 10 minutes to continue the story and see if you guys end up fighting an Amizu. So, very nice to hear whatever. We're back here soon. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Welcome back, everyone. So, as we jump back in, you guys find yourselves in the office, or in the sales room, I should say, and looking towards the bookshelf where you know there is a hidden secret in there that is kind of like this indentation. It's about that wide. As you go ahead and pull out the discs, I'm going to drag you guys over so that you can all meddle with this puzzle. So there are 2 of each disc size. One is the front, one is the back. You guys' job is to fit them together. If anyone wants to converse while you're doing that, you can do so. And let me know if you can't edit it and I'll change it.
So we can't put them on top of each other because no, they're PNG.
You can, yeah. You can put them on top, you can drag them around. It's just
I
big
see.
rectangles.
Okay, before I thought you were saying they had white boxes around them, so like you wouldn't be able to do this.
No.
I see. Okay. I see.
I hate this because we're also seeing each other move, like scrolling the fucking screen.
Are you all doing that one little tiny like circular piece? Is that what everyone's doing?
Nope. I'm not. I'm just getting. I try to click stuff and the whole screen scrolling.
You can rotate them as well. By the way, if
Oh,
it's easier.
okay.
Yeah, feel free to do that. I probably should have said that beforehand. Rotate them.
Oh, I was already.
For Patreon listeners, we have all the discs in front of us, and we're trying to piece them all together. So we're like focusing really hard.
Yes.
If you should, there are words. It's words. So
Yeah.
you should
Well, yeah.
first rotate them so that you can tell what the letters are. So we're not,
This is my attempt at giving you guys a prop puzzle, but through the internet. So, you know, it is how it is. And at the end of it, I'll see if I can make him align better. Because that'll be probably up to me.
Me and somebody else are manipulating the same piece at the same time.
I mean, you're doing pretty well so far.
I'll say it's like we've got part of it. Nope, that's not the one I wanted. That is not what I wanted to do again. No, what the fuck, game? The hell? Screen wide.
Whoever's doing the bottom one, your puzzle placement is lit.
Thank you.
You are welcome, Griz.
How do you
You're doing
rotate
great on
stuff?
that one. You should be able to click on it, and then there's a little thing off of the top of it, a little blue thing.
Oh, the blue thing rotates. Got it.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem quite right though. I don't think that's. I don't know. Sorry, I just.
It's probably someone's probably watching this on YouTube and being like, "This is what it is."
Oh yeah, it's pretty obvious, but like, fuck.
I keep clicking on the wrong one.
What if I add this in the center, sort of this one?
I fucking can't. Just like I don't understand how rotating this shit works.
Well, let me rotate this to match.
Just say
yours.
Gustin gains over and over again because that's
No, grants access to something.
Yeah,
Domain.
something domain.
I just
added the center to that one over there.
How can somebody tell me how the fuck you rotate things? Oh, now I fucking see it. Never mind. Now I see it. And I hate it.
So I think piece might not belong. Oh, not that one. It's very hard once they're all together to get just the one you want.
I know it is. Yeah.
Dude, why is my screen doing dumb shit? Like,
You are correct on those outside too.
I'm talking about, so if you go from the middle out on the top left now, 1, 2, 3, that third one is wrong, I think.
Dude, why the...
I can't get it.
Right, so... I wonder if I can do something about this.
No, not that one.
No, it wasn't that one, you're right.
What?
Yeah.
What? No, that one was right, I thought.
You said third one in.
No, from the
I'm
inside
sorry, that's
out.
fourth one in. Got you.
From the inside out, yeah.
Oh, I need the middle one.
Okay, now it's good. Now it's good.
Very
It says,
middle.
Oh, shit.
access to. There we go. Yeah.
Access to my... Yeah, we need the middle one swapped. The small middle piece needs to go to the other one.
How do we get that? God damn it.
yeah, we're all just like it's like.
All right, okay, we're gonna move them one at a time. Nope, just move one at a time.
You've almost got it, you guys. You did well. You got it in pretty good time.
Yeah, change up these middle ones. There we go. Nice.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah.
Grant access to my domain, and then what's the other one?
Remains of Gustin Gain. Right? Is that what it says?
Remains of Gustin
Yep.
Gain.
That is what it says. As you piece the discs together and slot them in together.
Right.
On the one side, scratched into the metal, kind of like this nasty horrid writing reads, "What remains of Gustin Gain?" And you flip it, and it says, "Grants access to my domain." So you have the disc fully formed now, and as you put all the pieces together, there is kind of like this vague vague spray of light from inside the rings, and all of a sudden it like flashes in this kind of dark orange, and then the disc as a whole is now stuck together. And you have it. So, as you grab the disc, you can put it in. Which way are you putting it in?
Maybe put in the access to my domain on his side of the wall.
That makes sense. That's what I was going to say.
All right.
'Cause nobody actually knows that the fucking Will and Testament was in front of it except for Thyra, and so, like, we wouldn't actually know that that book in front of it had anything to do with them.
Cool. Who wants to do it?
I'll do it. If it's a trap, I might be able to take a little more of the brunt of it.
Be careful.
Let's all take a step back.
I was gonna say I'm gonna take like 5 steps backwards.
Yeah, maybe
Like,
be
out
as
of
far
the
away as
room.
I can. And I'll take the key with the side about the domain on the, I guess, the back side of the bookcase. And then the gain's like facing towards us in this room.
Yep. So you go ahead and clear the space and hold the disc up, and you push it inwards, and it fits. As you sort of pull your hand back, it's coming loose a little bit.
Do I need to turn it? I'll try turning it.
You turn it, and it clicks on one side. And as it does so, you kind of see this long line of bluish energy that circles the disc and then comes straight up in the middle. And you get the sense that there is some magic here that is forming. And then there's this faint... And the 2 doors behind the bookcase open.
Woo!
Oh, we got something on
Looking-
the first try.
Whew.
Looking inside, you see a staircase that goes upwards, made of very nice wood with this red carpeted, like midsection that comes all the way down. And standing on there is the form of the Amnesu, in its
The
real
form? Okay.
in its real Amnesu form. You see this kind of like yellowish green skin, tiny wings, but the same sort of long purple robes coming from it. You see the nose is kind of like sheared off and looks almost like a skeleton nose, and that grin is wider than ever. As he looks forwards and says, "Well, congratulations. I am impressed, sincerely. As you come into my office, I would like first to have a conversation before we begin duking it out, if you would be so kind. And in this, I will answer all of your questions about everything. You have my word."
I have one question before we start.
Would an insight check him?
Yeah, make an insight check.
It's fine.
17.
I
Why?
have to say to you too.
17, he appears to be genuine.
Why would you willingly offer up the information, given what is likely to happen?
That sounds like a question to me, and all will be answered in the office. Come.
You know, I think we'll kill you here.
Is that what you wish? Go ahead.
Looking to free.
No, I'd like to see his office.
I'd like to see this office as well.
What was that? What NPC is that coming through that just said that? So he grins at this offer, and just turns and begins walking up the stairs.
What questions do we have for him? Just kind of asking the group.
I don't have questions. I just want to make sure the orb is in his office.
Sarah shakes her head.
Yep.
That, and I have
Nods as
some
well.
loving words I'd like to part with him.
Okay.
You guys begin walking up the stairs. You see it curves around in kind of this U shape. And goes to the first floor of the building above all the other rooms that are here.
As we're walking, I want to kind of whisper to Wade and to Free. I'd also like to know what is protecting the building. If it's an item that he has, or if it was here before they were.
Okay, just to make sure we don't talk too long. He's got his buddy coming in.
I won't give him more than a few minutes, don't worry.
We also need to find out whether, once he's dealt with, if there's any contingencies for the cakery itself. Given that he
thinks they're going to be making a third escape, but I have an idea to prevent that. So don't worry about it.
Right.
You go ahead and follow him up. The staircase continues and doesn't come to a landing or anything. It is just another doorway. And as he reaches that, he just moves his hand up and just waves it to the side, and the door just shifts open, and he continues to float upwards and inwards. You guys emerge into a large for an office, but small room. 4 beautiful stone inlaid pillars sit in the center of it, and in between each of them is a long table that has a number of kind of beautifully prepared food dishes on top of them. As you walk into the left, there is also another small piano, and to the right, a long bench. And ahead of you, you see 2 chairs, and then a very regal desk and a chair behind that, and behind that, a very large and long bookcase. It's full of all sorts of different, books of varying size and color, but none that you can really make out the titles of. You see, as he comes upwards, the figure turns and fades back into the wall, and instead you see sitting on the chair at the back another version of the Amnesu. The only other thing that you do see are 2 small devils, kind of these fiendish creatures that are each standing behind the tables with the food on them, who are just sort of, watching as you guys come in. And as you do so, he says, go ahead.
As soon as we walk in, I'm immediately looking for the orb or the box, or a box that could hold the orb-sized thing.
Yeah, is his room covered in trinkets like
That's what I was getting ready to say.
Succubus
I was
said?
gonna see if I could look for anything.
Everyone make a perception check.
15.
I could find the fucking button. There we go.
17.
9.
7.
Great. Yeah, none of you see any
I guess
particular
it's a
trinkets or anything of real interest here. I mean, the desk is tall and thick, but there is no orb around or anything. And as you come in, he says, "Would anyone like anything to eat or drink? I promise you, it's not poisoned. I mean
Insight
that
check.
sincerely." Yeah, go ahead and roll insight check.
Natural 1.
Natural 1. Yeah, hard to read on this guy. Real hard to read. If you'd all like to take a seat, why don't I bring Scarlet and the Rogue up here?
I'm just gonna look to Free, and I'm just gonna say, we're already here. There's
Yeah.
not any harm in
playing along for now. Is there like pastries on one of the tables, like Danishes or something?
Yeah, there's like a dessert tray on one on the left.
I'll grab one and eat it on my way up.
Sure, yeah, as you go ahead and grab it, you see the small devil on the side sort of picks it up and holds it up to you to take from, and you pick it up and chew on it.
Yeah.
Make a custom. No, I'm kidding. You don't have to.
It's
not pointless.
I was like, I figured, like,
Fireside mouse to wait. I don't like this.
No, he's trying to waste our time.
Free and Lakin, do you go sit in the chairs?
No, Free is leaning against it, but standing next to it.
same. I'm gonna stand behind it and lean on the back of it.
Okay, I'm gonna double check that you have your. You don't have access to your token, Lakin, because freaking Dyto still has access to it.
Do I? Okay.
Yep.
What I'm
It's
doing.
factual.
There you
You
go.
can give access to multiple people, by the way.
I didn't know that. Darn tootin'. As he beckons you over, he sits down in his chair and says, "So, I've no doubt you wish to talk about the challenges, about why I've brought you up here. It sort of turns over to you, Free. Your contract. Things like
No.
this.
I don't care about your nonsense games and why you wanted to play them and yada yada to entertain yourself. I don't care. I'm done with this place and all of you.
Well, at the end of this conversation, you and I are probably going to fight. And in doing so, you will either kill me or I will kill you. And this will be the last of it. You'll never have to hear of any of it ever again. So I would at least request for your ear.
Free is going to start casting Sending. Does he counterspell her?
No. He just watches you go.
She is going to try and message the demon prince Gratz.
Okay.
Because she has his image and information about him now.
Sure, so as part of the spell, you have to say it out loud.
Yep.
So what do you say to Graz?
Your deserters, Greyvile and his men, will be back in the hell soon. They plan another escape to Latland. Enjoy your hunt.
Okay. You go ahead and cast the spell. And you sort of feel it go off a little bit, and he just watches, and then... I really thought you would be more perceptive here. Nothing gets in or gets out.
Huh.
But beyond that, I don't give a shit about Krazd. Not my problem. You're referring to Avali, the succubus, who it was her problem, but not mine. You see, we at the Cakery are formed from a number of different devils from across the Nine Hells. My particular realm was not devoted to him, and so he isn't my problem.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
You're being nice, given that we are more than likely going to fight you. What is it that you want?
Well, my dear child, and you see he sort of like sits up a little bit in kind of this vague excitement. I am so glad that you, of all people, asked. You see, I have been testing you this whole time to get a sense for who you are, what sort of things you are open to, and you and the paladin at the back passed with flying colors. You're a little stupid, but we can work on that. You see, I have been running the cakery for a long time, and we are a very successful business, so much so that we are looking to expand our collection, and I need to leave behind someone to help run the place. the candidate has to be strong, morally ambiguous, and willing to do things that others aren't. I'm afraid the half-elf and the orc aren't really cut out for this sort of thing. But you could well be. So I am going to offer you a deal.
Still just leaning on the chair, just staring at him. Haven't said a word. Just still just staring at him.
Join us. And I will give you Scarlet's contract. I shall tell you why she was sold to us in the first place. And I shall give you anything you want.
That's going to be a problem. Because there are very particular things that I don't very well care for. One of those is being someone that tests my friends, hurts us, puts us through unnecessary challenges, and then tries to manipulate me into becoming his little pet.
Who said anything about manipulation or being a pet? I prefer to think of the term employee. But it's interesting you say that, considering that you already swore an oath to Tiamat. Don't think I don't know. We all know.
That was
But
an
it's
act of
fine.
desperation. Nothing more. Nothing less.
It's fine. If you don't want to make the deal, you don't have to. It's entirely optional. I can always find a different successor. I was just wondering if either you, or the Paladin, or Scarlet would like to take it. That's all.
If we were to be your quote-unquote successor, what would that entail?
Well, you'd be running the place.
Free is
Most of the
casting Dissonant
devils-
Whispers.
Okay. What save is that?
Wisdom.
I also during this, I've been doing stuff during this whole conversation.
Okay, so we'll start with you, Wade.
That's why I've been buying time.
I'm searching through this piano. I'm like, oh, nice piano. Walk up to it, wipe my hand across it, just looking like I'm admiring it. I lift the top of it up. I look underneath it, under the bench. In the bench they have hatches. I'm seeing if there's anything in here. There's been a piano in every room.
Check.
And I find that weird. Come on, Wade.
Yeah,
9.
I've been checking out the bear mounted heads.
You can also make an investigation check for that. You, Wade, this isn't a normal piano in design. This design looks a little bit more spiky, sinister-ish, and it's of a darker color. But for all you can tell, it's a piano.
Shit.
And you, Thyra, got a 16. They're not just bear heads, they're heads of different animals. What are you looking for on these bear heads?
I'm just seeing if, a mouth is open wider than they usually are.
Yeah.
And actually what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make it look like I'm interested in the head mounts to see how close I can get to his bookshelf.
Okay, sure. So I will give you
While they're
up
talking.
to right there, because this guy is also looking at you, to the right. And you guys are investigating different things. I'll put Izzy next to Thyra. That's good. And as he's talking to you, Lakian, you hear Free just all of a sudden start conjuring a new spell, and you watch as he cuts off mid-sentence and just turns and looks at her. As the spell goes off, he got a 21 on his save. So is that half damage?
Yeah.
11 points of sight damage. Great. No, sorry. That, yep. So you feel the spell go off, and you feel it go straight towards him, and it hurts him. this is the right person. But you watch as he just sort of turns to you and goes, so unwise, and begins to stand up. It's at this point that I think everyone should go ahead and roll initiative.
I wanted to, damn it, I was hoping to I wanted to ask one more question, and I'm sad that I didn't get to.
Yeah.
God damn it. Because the thing is, like, what I was going to ask is if he was going to leave me in charge of the cakery, if that meant I could do with it what I wanted. In which case, there's, like, like, I could turn it into whatever the fuck. Like, it wouldn't have to be a slavery ring.
We'll never know.
That's what it's down to. God damn it.
Hey, this is free show. She wants to fight. We go fight.
I'm aware, and I'm not upset. I'm just, like, I wanted to ask because Esprit was more curious than Alakian was. Like, I'll be honest.
They rolled really well initiative.
Oh, shit.
So, 25 to 20.
Oh no.
20 to 15.
17.
Okay.
Oh my.
So, no one got below Thyra? I put Thyra. 15 to 10.
12 for Free and 11 for Izzy.
11 for me.
Wade.
So,
that's
it's
11
definitely
is the magic.
Alakian. It's Alakian,
Alakian,
Wade,
Wade,
and then Izzy.
and then Izzy.
One is the loneliest number.
This number.
We all
Okay.
rolled 11. That's crazy.
So, the top of the round. It's his turn. He got a 19. You watch as he stands up and sort of looks around all of you and begins going, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And he's going to land on... Yeah, it's got to be Wade. I'm real sorry about this, Wade. He begins casting a spell.
Yeah, I mean, do I blow a fucking counterspell is the question. Really didn't want to. I think I have to. Alright. I'm going to, give me 1 second to finish reading this.
Before he does so, he's going to move back a little bit. He's going to fly upwards a little bit, but you're still in range, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to counterspell this, but I want to throw in a sorcery point to subtle spell it. So
Okay.
I'm making no indications that I'm counterspelling.
Okay,
So you can't counterspell my counterspell, hopefully.
sure. So what level are you casting Counterspell at?
3rd. Oh, wait, hold
Go ahead
on.
and roll for it.
Yes, 3rd. Yeah.
So it's just a charisma check, essentially.
Okay. Oh, thank you for fucking doing that. 22.
22. Okay. This is a spell that you recognize, Alakian. As he goes and begins moving his hands in an arcane motion, and this sort of purple circle begins to encompass them, he turns to you, Free, and says, "You're responsible for this." And he goes and points towards Wade, and he attempts to cast Feeble Mind. But Wade, still looking at the piano, your ears perk up, and you just... And the spell is countered out of the air and not clean. As he turns back to you, I am impressed. Then he's gonna fly upwards. No, he's gonna stay right where he is. No, he's gonna fly 10 feet upwards. That's what he's gonna do. Yep, I decided. He's 10 feet, also 15 feet above the ground, above the chair, and that's his turn. Following that are the other devil's turn, because they rolled really well as well. So the one next to you, Wade, is gonna throw flame at you twice.
Okay.
The first one is a natural one. And the second one is a total of 14 to hit.
Nice. They miss.
And then he's going to vault over the table and make a claw attack at Alakian. For a 19 to hit.
Just hits.
Awesome. Okay. So you take 6 points of piercing damage.
I'll uncanny dodge it, because fuck it.
Sure, down to 3. As this green, kind of like spiky thing comes up and tries to jab at you with its claws. The other one is going to come up to you, Thyra. And it's going to do 1 tail, 2 claw. So 2 claw. That's a 13.
Misses.
That's a 12.
Misses.
And a 14.
Misses.
As
So
it
this
runs
one-
up to you and just... No impact is made at all, as the spine just goes straight past you. But that's their turn. So, following that, Thyra, it's your go.
Yeah. I am going to cast Conjure Woodland Beings.
Alrighty tighty, what are you casting? Or what are you conjuring?
So I am conjuring 1 might and 7 blink dogs. So the
That's
might,
how that shit works?
yeah.
Holy fuck. Alright.
Okay.
The
The might's gonna go back here.
Give me 1 second to throw them all over.
Okay. I told you we're both gonna hate this.
Yeah, I see why. Okay, so you can control the might now. Hold on. That's 6 of them.
And there are 21 in the initiative.
Great. Awesome. Oh, I have to edit them each individually. Fucking hell.
Luckily I have their HP and stuff. So
Very good,
you
very
get a
good.
blink dog, and you get a blink dog. Oop, that's the wrong thing.
Do they attack on this turn, or is it on their initiative count?
I don't know if they attack this. I know they get their own initiative. Roll initiative for the summoned creatures as a group. They have their own turn.
Okay, so they'll go
yeah.
on that turn.
They won't go until. That's why I was kind of hoping they would roll a lower initiative.
Great,
Yes.
so you can move the remaining 5 blink dogs wherever you want to move them to. That's your action to conjure all of them. And then anything else that you want to do on your turn, Thyra?
I'll give Free a blink dog just to protect her. That was my action.
Mhm.
No, that's all I'm gonna do for now.
Great. So following that, Free, you're up, and then it's Alakian, Wade, and Izzy all in the same initiative counter, but that order.
Hold on. The might has a thing, so I've gotta.
Is he not on initiative 21?
He is, but he's got a vexing presence. So anything in 30 feet of him has disadvantage on dex saves or checks.
Okay, that includes Alakian and Free.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got you. Great. So, Free, you're up. Alakian on deck.
Okay.
Pulled out my staff
Sure.
to be ready.
She's going to back away from the Mizu.
Okay.
Bonus action. Toss Wade a bardic inspiration. I'm too stressed out to think of what, but she's pulling out her lute anyway, so it'll just be a few notes, because her action is going to be to play Counter Charm, just in case.
Okay, great. Good use of the spell, or the feature. So everyone of your allies, which is just the goats, have advantage on saving throws against being charmed and frightened, right?
Yes.
Good shit. Good shit, Free.
You will need them.
And so if there's nothing else on your turn, Free,
Correct.
then it is Alakian's go.
Cool. I'm going to move over to where I am flanking with one of the blink dogs.
Okay.
Why is my every time I move something, my screen moves, and I don't know why.
That is weird.
Oh, that's why, because I had fucking pan views selected for whatever reason. I guess. I don't know. Okay. Nope, still does it. I'm gonna have to refresh after this turn anyway. So what I want to do is I want to cast Vampiric Touch and attempt to hit this little guy here.
Your attack.
So 19. Yeah, so that's a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. That was shitty damage. That's 5 damage to him, necrotic. And then I regain 3 from that. Because it's half.
Is it round up or round down?
It doesn't say, it just says half.
So it'll be round down, so it's 2 points that you regain.
Okay.
Sure, yeah.
And then sneak attack damage. That's 4. Fucking
4.
shitty ass damage.
Yeah, you cast a spell and hold your hand out, and you feel the life energy get drawn from the creature, but the damage is not very much
Yep.
for what it is. Great.
I'm gonna then bonus action disengage.
Sure.
Can I vault? Is the table easy enough to vault over?
Yeah, I'll just sacrifice 10 or 15 feet of movement for it because you get over to the other side. So there's no check. It's just you get an
fuck it,
extra 5
sure.
feet.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's not where I wanted to go at all. I hate this. Yeah, I just put me on the other side of
Sure.
here,
There you go.
like out of the range of the mite, whatever the hell that is. The
Yeah,
30
awesome.
feet from the mite.
Fantastic. So following Alakian, Wade, you're up. Izzy's on deck.
Okay. I'm out of all my good stuff, really. I guess what I'll do is I'll meander my way just a little bit over here. And I will... Yeah, I will bonus action cast Spiritual Weapon over by the Amnesu and swing.
Okay. Make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Wisdom save, okay. 19 was what the thing. Okay, as a 5, I would like to use my my divine feature to reroll.
Sure.
12.
12. You go ahead and try and conjure the spiritual weapon. And as you're looking at the Amnesu, he just grins. Not
have
me.
Now I'll use one bardic inspiration.
Sure.
How much is that?
It's a D10.
1d10.
Yep.
8. So that would bring it up to a 20.
So 20. You're in luck.
Oh,
You
thank you.
You feel it do something, and your desire to attack it almost seems to cease and fade for a second. But because of Free's inspiration and your divine favor, you manage to pull through and attack it.
It was a 19.
Yeah, that's 19 is the save.
No, sorry, a 19 to hit.
Oh,
on the spiritual
19
weapon. Yeah.
does not hit.
Shit.
As the spear comes
Holy
up and it impacts into the chair, even with the charm going off, he's still agile enough.
Okay.
That's your bonus?
My bonus action. So my regular action, I'm gonna throw a firebolt at him.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your attack.
Oh, come on, Wade. 14.
14. Go straight over him.
Okay. That's my turn.
Great, so following Wade, it's Isabel's turn.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I didn't have to
Oh.
use my divine feature for that because my cloak does that on its own. wanted to point that out. Sorry.
Right, you got advantage. Yeah.
Did Thyra mention not to get? Oh, plus it's flying, right?
It
yeah,
is
he's
flying.
flying.
So reach anyway. Okay, Izzy is going to just angrily Eldritch Blast it because
Sure.
it's out of reach with the sword anyway.
So it's 2 Eldritch Blast for Isabel because she's not full Warlock. 28 hits.
One.
1 force damage.
Nice.
That's going
And the
to miss.
13 misses. Yeah, the
I thought it was her overall level. Because it's a cantrip. Because D&D Beyond is saying 3.
If it's saying 3, then it's 3. Then I trust D&D Beyond.
Then
Okay,
9.
so that one does hit. Great. So Isabel conjures the balls and begins throwing them. You watch as one of them impacts on the bookshelf behind. And the first one seems to catch on the very base of the cloak and then explode, and a couple spines go into the foot, and he just looks down. Really? And another one impacts just underneath of the fat rolls on the neck that he's got, dealing more damage than the other one. Yeah, great.
Take that, you... And then start swearing.
Sounds like Izzy. Anything else on her turn?
I can't move her, but I would assume she would move up.
Yeah, let me give you your access right there. You can make her move up.
Did
wherever
Thyra
she
mention to
goes.
stay 30 feet away from that thing?
Yes.
Okay. And I think that's... No, the wrong button.
Yeah, that's far enough.
Okay.
Okay, so following that, it's now the woodland creature's turn. They follow your commands, Thyra, or are they on their own?
They follow my commands, but it doesn't take an action for me to tell them what to do, so I was going to tell them what to do on their turn. It just is easier that way.
Great, so it is now their turn.
All right, you know what to do. Kill the devils, protect the goats. And we'll start with the Might. The Might is going to use their blood-boiling hex on the Amnesu, because it's within 60 feet. So anytime he rolls a attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, he has to subtract a d6 from that.
And that's an automatic thing, there's no save on that?
There's no save on it.
Okay.
On any turn, the Amizu can attack an ally as a reaction to ignore the hex until the end of its next turn. I can put that in the chat. I put it in Roll20.
Okie dokie.
Red Dog is going to move up, is going to run over here to free. Blue Dog's gonna attack the devil. 10 to hit.
And misses.
Orange is gonna attack. It's another 10, it's gonna miss.
Miss.
Green is a 20.
That's a hit.
30, 20. So 7 piercing.
And this is non-magical. So,
Correct.
Technically, so it's reduced to 3. Got you.
And then the other 3 are gonna attack the other devil.
Yep.
So it's a 12, another 20, and an 18.
So the bottom 2 hit. So that's
so
3 and 1. So
3.
4. Yeah, it's weird. Almost in unison, the dogs, and they just go for it, and you see a bunch of them start tearing into the small forms. It's always unnerving to see a dog attack things. This time they're very large fey creatures, and it seems almost fitting that they'd be fighting devils. So great. So that's their turn. It's now the Amnesu's turn. The Amnesu is going to move its 25 feet over to Lakian. And it's going to, first of all, it's going to use its Poison Mind. So it's going to target Isabel and Free for that. I'd like both of you to make a Wisdom save.
Okay.
Is this a charmed thing?
It is not.
Oh boy.
Oh,
So that's a fail for free. And what did Izzy get?
It's a wisdom 23.
23, so
Damn.
she succeeds. And then I need 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, my D12s are gone. I hate my damn cats. They're always doing...
If it does more than 15 damage, she's down.
It does.
I figured.
39 points of necrotic damage to both of you. Oh, sorry, no. Isabel succeeded, so she didn't take anything. So it's just to you three. So yeah, you are down. And then it's going to use its other 2 attacks on Lakian. The first one, you see he pulls out this long whip. It's a natural 1.
Hell
on the
yeah.
attack.
which is extra negatives because it's minus a d6.
Sure, yes it is. And the second one, he floats right down next to you and just touches you on the back of the head. For, god damn it, you're on a natural 2!
Yeah!
Oh, he does so much damage if that hits.
Fuck this guy!
So Lakian, he pulls out this whip and cracks it straight towards you, but it just, you duck back down and it just scatters off of your armor. And the next time he pulls his hand down and touches you on the back of the head, and you can feel this like really, really loud, cold burst of energy that just from the back of your head. But because of your cat-like reflexes, you just manage to pull loose, and you watch as his hand begins to pull away, sizzling with this black smoke.
Is he still floating next to me, or does he float up?
He's right next to you, and he's gonna stay there.
Okay.
Okay, that's his turn. Following that, it's the other the other guy's turn. They're each going to attack their blink dogs. So the first one is gonna attack blue blink dog. First one's a 16 to hit.
I believe that hits. Yes, that hits.
So he takes 7 points of piercing damage. And if he's still up, it's
He
a
is.
dirty 20 to hit for 5 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Third one on him is a natural 20 for 12, 15 points of piercing damage.
Hold on. You said 15?
Yeah.
Okay, that blink dog is gone, and you said that was blue?
Yeah, that's blue. So blue is
Yeah, blue is gone.
back to the Fae. The other one is going to attack. We'll go for pink. Okay, why not? For 7 to hit on the first, a
7's
10
gonna
to
miss.
hit on the second, and a 6 to hit on the third. I am throwing that die away. It's never going to get seen again.
No, use it. Use it some more.
Use it as a cat
Well, that's-
die.
That's their turn. So following that, Thyra, you're up, free on deck.
For my action, I'm going to use my staff, and I'm gonna wonk the devil in front of me.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack.
For a 25 to hit,
Definitely hits.
so that's 9 magical bludgeoning. And he's gonna look back and see that freeze down. She can't. She can't do anything. She wants to, but she can't.
So that's the end of Thyra's turn. Free, DM me a death save. And then Lakian, you're up.
So I have a question, Equa.
Yes.
This guy would not be considered a fiend, correct?
Yeah, he'd be considered a fiend.
Huh.
You gather. Most devils are fiends.
Huh. Okay. That's interesting. I want to do this. Fuck it. I am going to first cast. Wait, no, I can't cast more than one spell in a turn. Never mind. Fuck. That's not gonna work anyway. All right. I will pull out my short sword +1 and swing it at this guy. Swing it at the big guy. Actually, hang on. Let me movement here. It's 10. Hang on, I need to double check something. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna move here to get advantage because of the other blink dog.
Okay.
So that works, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I will attack with the short sword.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your attack.
First one's a 27 to hit. Yeah, so 27 to hit.
So it hits.
Okay. That is 12 points of damage from the short sword.
Sure.
And then another 13 from sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will Wails from the Grave and deal another 6 to the small guy.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. So the small guy is looking a little rough right now.
Okay.
He's not quite that strong. And as you jab into the Amnesu, he's looking more pissed off than anything at you right now.
Okay. I'm just gonna look at him and just like, attack me first. I can't help it. Guess the deal's off. I'm gonna let that sizzle in the air for a minute, and I will cast Healing Word on Free. And I'll cast it at a level 2, so she gains 11 hit points.
Oh. Hit points back to you free.
Ow. Thank you.
Awesome.
And then do it. No, I'm just gonna stay here. I can't risk. Well, actually, fuck it.
Wait,
I'm gonna
okay.
move. I want to move back a little bit more. I'm gonna move here, I guess.
Okay, as you leave his range, he will get an attack of opportunity against you.
Yep.
And he's going to use his Disruptive Touch. I forgot I removed my die because it was terrible.
Minus a d6.
Okay, that's a good point. So that's 22 minus 2. That's an unnatural 20.
Yep, hits.
Okay. So you, Alakian, I'm going to roll on D&D Beyond. You take 44 points of necrotic damage.
Uncanny dodge.
Down to 22. As the hand comes back out and does just graze past your arm, and as it does so, your arm is left with this faint black smoke and then just shrivels down to the bone. And it's like Professor Hulk after he uses the Infinity Gauntlet. Your arm is just like shriveled up and damaged and battered.
Nice. Cool.
Great. So that's your turn, Lakin. Wade, you're up. Izzy's on deck.
I start running in toward the direction of Free, and I'm like, Free, are you okay? And I see
the little, like, I'm up, but
seeing that she's okay. As he's running up, he's like holding his hand out to move his spiritual weapon to attack the Amnesu.
Okay.
So
yeah, it can move 20 feet, so you're all good.
I'm just gonna go ahead and roll that. Oh, it's a nat 1. What is going on with Wade tonight? God.
No, yeah. That's rough, buddy.
So that doesn't connect, but what he does after that, he kind of stands and braces himself in the middle of the room and starts rubbing his chest together. Typical, you guys know this. Static starts to build up in his hands, and then he blasts out a straight beam of lightning.
Sure thing. Okay, so. Let me double check that he's still in range of the might. He is just in range of the might, so it's a straight roll. The amnesia rolls a natural 20.
Fuck.
The other one rolls a 10.
Okay. Well, he fails.
Wait,
20.
doesn't it still get the D6 minus D6 from that?
Yes,
Dyto?
it would be in a minus D6.
Okay, so it's a natural 20, but that would bring it to 17.
Then he would fail.
Sorry, no, not 17. My bad. 23.
Oh, yeah,
What?
because it was a nat 20 plus.
It was a natural 20, so
Plus, yeah.
17 on the die plus whatever.
Yeah. All right, so 24 lightning damage, and then I think it's half on a
24 and
save.
12. Yeah. So the small one is looking pretty rough right now.
Okay, great.
I got math.
After that, I move the rest of my movement back over this way near Free, I guess. I'm
Sure.
trying to. I
Sure.
reach down to like help her up.
Great. So that's your turn, Wade. Isabel, it's your turn.
All right.
Wasn't a bad idea there, Wade.
I get.
She's gonna go around the table here. And take a swing. If I can find the button. Oh, geez. 18.
Actually, on that note, make Isabel make a wisdom save for me.
Oh. 8.
8. Yeah. Isabel is going to attack the blink dog. So does an 18 hit the blink dog?
Wait, is the blink dog in range?
She will move upwards. Unless no, she's sorry, it's not. No, she can do it because she's got a longsword, which is reach. So the blink dog is in range of her. I'm pretty sure, unless longsword is not reach.
I don't think a
It says
longsword.
5 foot reach.
Yeah.
Is it really? Oh,
Yeah.
you're joking me.
No.
Never mind, then it's not going to use that. Yep. So 18 on the Amnesu does not hit.
Cool. Does she swing this thing twice? I don't know what level she is.
She does. Yeah. She swings
does.
it twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
29.
That hits.
Hell yeah.
So
Pump that smite.
9. I don't know how the points work on her weapon.
She uses it two-handed. So it would be 12 and then 3 for the Holy Avenger, but I don't know if that includes the extra D6 that it does.
That's the 2d10 radiant if it's fiend, which I mean it is.
Okay.
Yep.
Uh,
20 points of damage total.
I feel like she would
Smite.
add a smite into this.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can add a smite if you want to add a smite. Go ahead.
I've never played a paladin. I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, you
So-
want smite.
Yeah, I don't know what spell slot she has left, but you burn a number of d10, depending on the number of spells, or depending on the level of spell
She's
slot.
got 1 first and 2 second, if this is correct.
If they are her
And
paladin
2
slots,
thirds, because they're not checked off.
if they're her
That's
paladin
past,
slots
though.
and not her warlock slots, then she can use whichever one's the paladin.
You can
So-
use a first or a second level spell for her
Okay.
paladin.
So second, and that's how many
It's
d10s?
3d10, right, Griz? You'll tell me?
Correct.
Oh,
It's 3. Because it's
I hope
2d10 for the first one, I believe.
Okay. 15 more.
D8 says Baka, and he's a paladin
Oh.
master.
Okay,
That's
then 7 more.
The 7 more instead. Nice. Yeah, the Amnesu is starting to look pretty rough. You guys are taking him down fairly well. As Isabel slashes the sword and missing the first, and you know the table that he's hovering above is now all but destroyed between Wade's spiritual weapon and her longsword. But he's still standing. So following Isabel's turn, it's all of the woodland creatures' turn.
Yeah. The might's gonna stay where he is, so we're just gonna go with the doggo. use.
Yeah, go ahead and roll yours.
Oh, you know what? No. I lie. The might, I need to roll for him. No, okay, he doesn't get it back. He is going to stay. So green is going to attack. Let's just get the little ones out of the way.
Cool.
He's going to attack the devil.
So 2 on the left guy.
Yeah. Nom. The first one misses. This
The second
orange.
one hits.
For
So yeah,
3.
that one makes contact, and that devil is looking pretty rough right now.
And then the other 3 are going to attack the spine devil over by Thyra. It's a 9, 8, 14.
The 3 of them all miss. Unfortunately, as the blink dogs are trying
That's
to,
okay.
to jab into this thing, but no,
Then this blink dog, red. What do I want to do with red? Red is gonna teleport up onto the table and bite the Amnesu.
sure, go ahead and roll attack.
21.
21 just hits.
Oh! With 2 piercing.
So he takes 1 point of damage as the blink dog tries to jam its mouth into the bottom of the foot of the Amnesu. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, 1 point of damage. Every little bit helps.
Great. So it's now his turn. It's going to use its poison mind feature on red and green, the red and green blink dog. So both of those need to make a wisdom save, which I'm sure they can't pass.
A 2 and a 19.
The second one surprisingly does pass, but the first one doesn't. So he
It's
takes
gone.
roll 20.
You said red,
gone.
right?
Yeah, takes 26 points
That is just enough for red to be
Ah,
just...
damn.
Yeah,
of
he
necrotic
had
damage.
26.
Yeah.
Oh, red.
That makes
So
sense. He's the
he's-
only blink dog to bite him.
And then it's going to bring back that black hand, and it's going to attempt to touch Isabel.
Minus a d6.
I rolled a 14 on the die, so that doesn't hit. Let's use the starter set dice from now on, shall we? That's what we'll do. And then it's going to crack the whip down on her again. That's better. That's a natural 18. So that'll definitely hit for 29.
Okay.
Minus 6, you can't miss. Okay, so Isabel takes 4, 8, oh, that's max damage. 21 points of slashing damage, reduced to 10, because she's resistant to that.
Okay.
And 32 points of force damage.
Holy
Okay.
shit.
And is she still up?
Yep.
Damn. So you watch as he holds out his hand, and it just barely grazes off of the armor, and he throws out the whip, and it impacts dead across the chest. And it's almost like a moment of slow motion as Isabel's form meets the whip, and then hits the back wall behind her. And the armor, had it not been such a powerful magical item, would probably have caved in. But she's still standing, and that's good. Following that, he's gonna move around to this side of her, and he'll take the attack opportunity on the blink dog.
It
That's
misses
a
it to
miss.
16.
And then the devil's gonna attack that green blink dog 3 times. For a natural 20,
Mm-hmm.
14,
Yes.
and a natural 20.
They all hit.
So he takes 6 points of piercing damage, 7 points of piercing damage, and 15 points of piercing damage.
Alright, that blink dog is gone.
That blink dog is gone. Served its purpose. The other one is going to... it's going to try and finish off Pink. for a 14 to hit.
14 hits.
For 7 points of piercing damage. And then a natural 1. And then a 14 to hit.
Will hit.
Or 8 points of slashing damage on the tail.
Pink is still up. Pink
And
is still
that's-
standing.
That's their turn. So following that, Thyra, you're up again.
Oh, you've ruined my plans, but, you always have contingencies. I'm gonna whop the devil in front of me with my
Go for it.
staff for a 14.
14 just misses.
And as my bonus action, alright, we're not gonna lose anybody today. And I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Isabel
Sure.
for 6 healing.
I have so little HP. But I don't think I'm in range. I'm not in range. Damn it. I have 4.
So Isabel takes 6 points of healing back up. And are you moving, Thyra?
No, I'll stay here.
Awesome. So following Thyra, Free, you are up. Alakin, you're on deck.
I probably should have
Yeah.
moved, but
Oh boy. She will take Wade's hand back to her feet. And then bonus action mass healing word.
Yes.
So all her friends get 13.
Beautiful.
Including herself.
Hey, yeah.
Keeping us in the fight.
thanks.
And then I doubt this is really gonna help, but she's just gonna cast a vicious mockery.
Who are you
Nope.
casting the Vicious Mockery on?
Yeah, she's gonna cast it on the Amnesu. Why not?
Okay. A wisdom save for him. For a total of 17.
That just makes it. So nothing happens.
Did you minus your d6?
I did not. So he actually fails.
Oh, and there's 5 psychic damage.
5 psychic damage to him.
She's
And
like, I'm
it's
so
not
fucking
disadvantage
tired of
because-
hearing you talking.
Does he have disadvantage on his next attack or something?
He does.
Disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Nice.
There you are. Great. So that's Free's turn, unless you want to move.
Fuck. Yeah, she's gonna have to back up.
And then Alakian, it's your turn.
I'm gonna try something. I'm going to go. You said the desk is pretty tall, right?
It's like, I'll say 3.5, 4 feet tall. Yeah, it's tallish for a desk.
I'm going to go behind the desk. And then I am going to. Does it look like he's watching me explicitly? Like he's staring at me?
He's
Because
keeping an
I'm
eye on
ask-
everyone. He specifically seems to be... Make an insight check, actually, for me.
Okay.
Real quick.
What's a 25?
He's really watching you and Isabel. And Free.
Okay. In that case, I am going to pull out my longbow and grab one of my silver tipped arrows, and I'm going to shoot it at him.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
I can do that. Natural 1, baby. Let's go.
Okay. You're going to attack the Might instead.
Okay.
As you pull the longbow back and he just grins at you, and you feel your will to want to attack him kind of just dissipate, and you look around for the closest target, and there is a small grey thing sitting behind you. So go ahead and roll attack
26 to
smite.
hit.
It'll hit. And it's
That
probably dead.
is 11 points of damage.
Yep. The mite's gone.
Right. Back to the Fae. As he grins. Finally, someone did something useful.
And then I'm going to bonus action hide, I guess, because I can't really do anything else.
Sure, make a stealth check for me.
Actually, no, you said he's staring directly at me, didn't you? Like he's
Yeah,
staring at
he is
me.
looking at you.
Okay, never mind. Fuck that. I'm going to use a potion of healing
Sure,
for
sure.
bonus action.
Awesome sauce. So after Lakian, Wade, it's your turn, and then it's Isabel.
8 points. Awesome.
Okay. Once more, I summon forth the spiritual weapon to swing into the Amnesu.
Absolutely.
23.
23 hits.
There it is. 8 damage.
8 points of damage. Yeah, you are starting to get him down there.
Then Wade is gonna clasp his hands together in murmur of prayer and cast Bless on Izzy, myself, and Free.
Great, so the three of you are now blessed. I'll lock a token up for Isabel.
I will be right back.
Let's give her that one. And are you moving, Wade?
Yeah. Let me give myself a heart too, just so I remember. I'm moving. Move back this way.
Awesome. So following Wade, Isabel.
And again, best option is just to swing.
I like
That's
it.
not Isabel's sheet.
So 21 just hits.
So 9, and then the 14 radiant, and she's it's the last guy. She's gonna use another another smite
Sure.
for another 12.
Yep.
So Baka was saying there should be an additional D8 for it being a fiend, I guess.
Oh, so I should have rolled another one for last time and this time.
Yeah, but that round
Okay.
passed, so I don't know.
I'll just roll one now.
Yeah, that's
One.
fine.
For 2.
Sure. So that's the first one.
And then she will swing again. 25
25 hits.
for 16/10 radiant. And yeah, I think that's all I can
Okay,
do
so
right
that's
now.
26 damage on.
It already did because it takes an extra 2d10, and that's what the second number is in the two-handed box.
He said
I just
it
looked up
does an
holy-
additional D8, is what he said.
But he's talking about the smite, right? He's not talking
Yeah,
about
he's talking
the,
about the smite.
the holy
I was
event.
talking about smite. Oh, okay.
So yeah, that's another 26
play
damage
Paladin.
on him. Okay, yeah. He's now starting to look real bad.
I'm gonna look it up just to be sure.
Great. So that's Isabel's turn unless she wants to move.
That hurt real bad, but no, Izzy wouldn't. Izzy's stubborn.
Great, awesome. So following Isabel, it's now the dog's turn. So what do the dogs do, Thyra?
So sorry. Felis just asked how Izzy's doing, and I just told him that she's dead. The orange is going to attack the Barb Devil.
Sure. Go ahead and roll your attack for him.
21.
Hits and does 1 point of damage.
And then the other 3 are going to attack the Barb Devil on the other side.
Awesome.
That's a natural 20,
Hell yeah.
a 10, which will miss, and a 6, which will miss. So 9.
So
And then
9
the natural 20 was from the pink dog.
Sure, so now reduced to 5. 4. Reduced to 4. I could do math. Yeah, Pink Dog is going at him. Going at him real hard. The Amnesu is now his turn.
Gustav is going to move over here.
Sure thing. And you watch as he sort of turns back to Isabel and says, "You're bothering me." And he's going to poison mind Isabel, and he's going to poison mind Wade. So both of you make wisdom saves for me.
Okay, we get our D4 for bless.
You do.
I also get advantage from my cloak. Okay, I want to use my divine favor this time.
Okay.
There we go. 19 plus a D4. It's not divine favor, it's the other one, but you know what I mean. My ability.
Sure.
So 21.
21 succeeds. What does Isabel get?
Oh, Jesus.
She gets a D4,
Okay.
but I don't know if it'll matter.
No, it won't matter. So Isabel takes. Am I rolling this right? Check out right here. Takes 18 points of necrotic damage. And I think she's still up, isn't she? She's still up. Well, god damn it. Okay. So following that, he's gonna throw the touch at Isabel. Come on, you motherfucker. That's a 29 and then minus a d6, so it'll hit.
The bite's gone, so he doesn't have to minus the d6.
It's 29. I'm not gonna roll damage. Isabel's out.
Disadvantage because of vicious mockery.
Isn't it was-
True,
yeah,
true. The other one is a natural 20, so it worked.
Okay.
But Isabel's unconscious.
Okay.
And you watch as now he begins floating up to you, Wade. And he's got like bits of black that are just trickling down his face. His normally like real form is looking incredibly disheveled. He's actually going to stay 10 feet away because he's going to pull out the whip and just go straight for your head. That's a
I keep forgetting to use
17
Sentinel.
plus 11, so 26.
That hits, yep.
So that's 12 points of slashing damage.
Yep.
And 25 points of force damage.
Okay, that's just enough to put me down.
So Wade is also down.
Is there anything I can do? I don't think so.
And he then looks back to you, Free, and is kind of like panting there. He's really rough right now, but he is wanting you to see that he still has this. Following that, it's go
Less
ahead.
drops for everybody.
Following that, the devils are going to attack. The one on the left is going to attack the blink dog 3 times. First is a 21 to hit.
It hits.
For
So this is
8
orange.
points. Yeah, it's orange. This is 8
Okay.
points of damage on orange. And then a 10. And then a 14. I think you said the 14 hits.
The 14 hits.
For 11 points of damage.
Okay.
And then the one on the right is going to attack Pink again, since it's the only one that's done damage to. For a 15 to hit.
15 will hit, but I'm gonna remember to use Sentinel this time.
Sure. So it gets 4 points of damage off on the blink dog. As you
It's a 13 to hit.
track it down, 13 misses. The next is a 10, so misses, and an unnatural 20 on the tail for 12 points of damage.
Pink is gone.
And Pink is gone. And that's their turn. So, following that, Thyra, you're up. Free your own.
You said how high up he was? Was he?
Now, at this point, he's like 5 feet off the ground.
Alright. That's kind of perfect. Alright. Nobody whips my brother and gets away with it. So I'm gonna get an attack of opportunity. I don't care. I'm gonna move over her.
Okay. So, the attack opportunity is an 11.
It's gonna miss. And
Yes, it is.
I'm going to take out my staff and point it at the Amnesu, and I'm going to use my lightning strike ability.
Great. Awesome.
Needs a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. That's a 17.
Just misses, so it's half damage. So 14.
14 points of damage.
14 lightning damage.
Yeah, he takes the impact and the robes are now becoming singed. Bits of black are dropping off him onto the floor and then sizzling away. He's hurt.
Would you say
And-
he's bloodied?
I would say he's very bloodied.
Yes, blooded. And then for my my bonus action, I'm going to use my last second levels. Nope, I can't do that because I'm already concentrating. I'm gonna cast Healing Word, first level at Izzy.
Okay,
For 6 healing.
so Isabel regains 6 points of healing.
And all right, I'm back.
Great. So following Thyra, Free, you are up.
Free will go over and just kneel down and looks back to the Amnesu. I'm sorry, Wade, you've got to wait around. And then she's going to cast Destructive Wave on everyone who is not her friend in this room.
Yeah, what save is that?
Get it.
DC 17 Constitution.
Constitution save, so I'll do the Amnesu first. He has advantage.
I didn't realize Wade was down. I would have healed him first.
He rolled a 6 and a 5 for a total of 15.
Player error, not character error.
You said 13?
15 on the Amnesu.
15 fails.
And
18 Thunder and 21 Radiant.
Okay, so then the other
Holy
one,
shit.
I'll roll for one on the left first. He got a 22,
That succeeds, so he takes half damage.
and the one on the right got a 17.
Succeeds, half damage. And the Amnesu, if he can, is knocked prone.
Okay, so it's 18 and 21 together, right?
18 and 21 altogether, yep.
Okay, I gotta think.
21 of that is radiant, though.
21
Yeah.
Radiant, 18 Thunder.
It's 19 points of damage, half.
9.
Is it 9 points of damage, half? Well, it's the radiant as well, right? So you do half of 18 for 9 and half of 21 for 10, and you add them together for 19.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
He
okay.
wasn't asking what half of 19 was.
Sorry, my bad.
I see the
My
confusion.
heard half of 19.
Yep.
And then for a total of 39 points of damage. Okay. So Free, as you kneel down next to Wade and consider healing him instead of attacking, and look back to the Amnesu, conjuring the spell, how do you want to do this, Free?
Yes!
Nice.
Let's
She's
go.
You shouldn't have fucked with me. You shouldn't have fucked with my friends. And you should not have fucked with Wade. And just that destructive, radiant damage when lightning just crackles out and just bursts blindly.
It's almost like conjuring the small orb and then throwing it down and seeing the dome of outputted energy crackle around. The thunder sound that comes with this is almost enough to deafen you all. As you see his form still looking back and grinning as ever, but less so. See a moment of fear approach in the eyes as he is blown back and the form begins to dissipate around the sides. And he looks back and sort of regains himself for a second, then looking at you, and then grins once more and says, "Not so free after all." Before turning into a puddle of blackness on the ground. Amnesu is dead. Anything else on your turn, Free?
Nope.
Awesome. Okay. Following Free, Alakian, you're up.
Cool. Fuck this guy. Short sword.
Go ahead and roll with advantage.
The 25 to hit, 25 to hit.
That hits.
All right, that is 7 points from the short sword, and then another 9 points from sneak attack.
Yeah, you, seeing the leader fall, just run up and stab straight into this thing and completely dismantle it. It is not particularly strong, and now without the authority figure here, it's just completely gone.
Is it still standing?
No, it's dead.
Okay, cool. Then I will. Let's see here. 5, 20. I'll move here and bonus action healing word to Wade. It's just level 1 though. That is 7 points of healing.
So Wade, you regain 7 points of healing and are conscious. And with that, it's your turn.
Wade wipes the blood from his mouth, starts to stand up. He's all right. Cheap shot, you son of. Oh, he's dead. And then he looks over at the spiked devil, and I'm just gonna throw a firebolt at it. Wade ain't feeling great.
So go ahead and roll for attack.
16.
16 hits, and you watch as the firebolt just impacts and dissipates.
24. Okay, so it didn't do anything.
Nope.
And then he'll move his spiritual weapon to... How far is that, actually? I think I can only move it 25.
35 feet from where that is, I think.
I just move my spiritual weapon as far as I can.
Okay.
How bad is this devil looking?
20 feet right there. Cool. So, Isabella's conscious, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do here, for brevity's sake, and since we've run over, is I would like just for everyone to roll an attack on this thing, or as many attacks as you can, and roll as much damage as you can. And
I
we'll
was
see
gonna.
how long it'll last. What are you gonna do?
Because I was gonna wild shape into Cole because I promised him a devil.
You can do that as well if you want. That's fine. You can,
Equa's
you can
dead.
attack as Cole.
I hit it, and that's with a longbow.
Ooh, I got
So
a natural 20 on my bite.
It has
That's
a fair amount of
10.
hit points. So...
That's a 10 plus that wrong thing.
6 force from the spiritual weapon, and I'll say I'll move up into its range. Fuck it. And I'll shock and
24
grasp it.
24 for my longbow attack.
It's 12 hit.
24.
Cole would do 19. Oh, that's a lot of numbers. Hold on.
So, yeah, you guys all together pretty much collectively decide to hit this thing. I don't think a single
please,
person
45
missed.
damage.
Yeah, not one of you missed. That's great, you guys. Awesome. Collectively, you converse around this small, trembling, spiky fiend. And as it cowers in the corner, surrounded by blink dogs and spiritual weapons and spellcasters and a vengeful paladin with a holy avenger, the camera will say pans out, and you just see a number of flashes of light from the inside of this kill circle. And as you all walk away, you are left with nothing but a smouldering pile of ash in the corner. Cole can try and eat it if Cole wants to, but the minute that devils die, they dissipate.
I mean, I
So
figured
there
it got
is
a nat
no-
20 with its bite, so he would try to swallow him.
Yeah. So you attempt to, but there is no regaining of hit points or anything like that. There's nothing to feast on.
Oh, there's a regaining of hit points feature?
There is for Isabel. I don't know if there's for you.
I don't think there is.
Sweet. So, for the purposes of this, I'll say combat's over, because it wouldn't be able to do anything anyway. And as you guys are left standing around the Amnesu's office, having killed all but one of the devils that you found here, and feeling pretty confident in the fact that you have possibly liberated this building and everyone within from the oppressive rule of fiendish kind, and recovering from your wounds, that is where we're going to end tonight's episode. So, we'll be back here next Monday to continue the story and see what else you guys have to do left in the cakery. Thank you everyone so much for watching. We appreciate it. Thank you for coming out. As always, check out Lost Song on Sunday and Rhyme on Wednesday. But if we don't see you then, let's keep making stories together, and we'll see you next Monday. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.